Forevercraft is a server where I play with a few of my friends, and the only difference between this server and any other server you've seen is that we never reset the world. That's why it's called Forevercraft. Welcome to the series. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to the series called Forevercraft, where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. And today we are going to be taking our sand back, start smelting it up, and I'm thinking maybe we do some diamond mining. Now, I know my game looks a little different. It's because I'm trying out a new shader just for fun. Honestly, it's Bliss, and it's honestly a pretty shader. I don't know what you guys think about it, but today I kind of like did some saying goodbye a little bit to, not fully, but basically like I have some employees I really get along with and some other friends that I work with and stuff, and I kind of was just telling them about how I'm going to be moving soon, and I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I think you don't really understand the concept of goodbye when you're younger, and then the older you get, you start to have to say goodbye a lot more, and you almost get used to it, dare I say. Like, it's definitely sad, and I'm sad to be leaving where I'm at and the place where I work, because honestly, I really have good friends, and the people I work with have been awesome. But it's also like, you got to do it sometimes, Wow, this is pretty. This is gorgeous. That's just life, man. Life has sad times, including having to leave and move on to new places and things. And I don't know. I wish it didn't have to be that way, but it also kind of helps you appreciate things, when they don't last forever. What is that saying? It's like it's not the clock is ticking. It's like, the rabbit is coming or something like that. I think I've seen online where it's like kind of in relation, like it talks about like when the idea that basically like relationships all come to an end eventually, and so like the rabbit is like slowly running after you and gonna catch up. It's kind of depressing, but it is the reality, right? Like, it is true. Nothing lasts forever, and so I think you have to get used to saying goodbye. And you honestly, the older you get, the more people you say goodbye to, the more you realize that you're going to meet new people, and that's all part of the journey of life. It is a little depressing, but also it's kind of like, I guess if you can kind of like embrace it, you realize that goodbyes are also new doors, which I know that's kind of cliche, but it's kind of true. It's like when you say goodbye, you also are going to have the opportunity to meet new people you would not have met otherwise, things like that, right? So, wow, look at that. So anyway, yeah, it was kind of a sad day, kind of breaking the news to a bunch of people that I care about. So it is what it is. We need some stuff. We're going to need more diamonds soon, and we're also going to need some coal. So I don't know if we go get coal first or if we get diamonds first. They're kind of totally different things. Is that a creeper? That is a creeper. Let's see if we can take him out before he gets us. Nice. That was pretty good. Now, I'm already noticing, I don't know if I'm going to like mining with the shader on. It's just freaking dark. But at the same time, it's kind of creepy and cool, right? So, goodness. If we're going for diamonds, I say we go down to, oh, I forgot. There's a cave down here. That seems dangerous. Should we drop down onto that water? I feel like we should not. I'm a little scared of that, if I'm being honest. Oh boy. Yeah, let's not go that way. I don't know what. Should we start like another path going another direction down this way? Maybe that's how we get down into the cave. I don't know. Let's try it. Also, I think whenever we're in the dark, I might turn off shaders just so I can actually see. Because I don't want you guys to have a bad experience. By the way, some people noticed this and mentioned it last time they saw me playing. I do have the old textures for ores. Some people like it, some people don't. I personally grew up and was playing with the old ore textures for a long time. So it's like nostalgic for me, and I honestly really do like it. But I understand if you guys don't, and I know there's a bunch of people that definitely don't really like that look. So it is what it is, though. I'm probably going to play with it because I like it. So hate to break it to you. If it bothers you, I guess you're going to have to watch someone else. By the way, Cobb uploaded his new video. I haven't had a chance to fully watch it yet because I realized right before I was going to start recording. So definitely go check out Cobb's new video. I'm going to go watch it myself after I'm done recording mine here. But I'm excited to see what he put together for his first season's, the first episode of the season. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. But I think I'm going to title each video The Day I, and then whatever I decide to talk about. And so I think today's video is probably going to be called The Day I Said Goodbye. So nothing too crazy. It's pretty simple and formulaic. Somebody asked me to put numbers in my like titles so they could tell what day I was on, because I'm doing this every day for the rest of my life, if you didn't know that. And I, on one hand, kind of want to do that. On the other hand, I feel like it might be detrimental to the success of the channel. I don't know if there's ever going to be success anyway, but I do think that episodic type videos tend to alienate an audience when the first thing they see of a video is like, oh, this is episode 500. I don't really want to get into a 500 episode series, right? So that's kind of my thinking on not doing it. I'm putting it in the description, and maybe we'll figure out a different solution. I don't know. That is not great. Oh, but there is water straight down there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn off shaders. Good. We're also going to turn on gain just for your guys' benefit. Okay, we're totally going to forget this is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this here so we can remember if we need to go back. What the heck? Okay, what? Look at this. Who did this? Poor guy is stuck there. First of all, I don't know if someone made this or what, but then the fact that he's like right on the one block he can stand on, that's hilarious actually. Oh, I've been here. This is my cave. I've definitely been in this cave before. Now, I once said that I actually prefer, oh, look at that, diamonds. I prefer strip mining over like caving. I don't know, like caving just isn't my favorite way to mine. I think I miss the old days, so we're probably going to do some strip mining instead. I don't want to die here, though, so let's see if we can get this real quick, and then we might have to go up for a breath after we get 2 of these. So, yeah, I've been thinking about that and just different ways that I can, one, keep doing this daily, but also maybe make it something that gives more value to everybody. So I really would like to show which episode I'm on for the sake of people who want to see and be able to know, but it's going to be in the description. I really don't think, though, that I can sacrifice possible viewership just to have a titled like episodic number. So I don't know, if enough of you ask for it in the comments and think it'd be beneficial, then I probably will do it. So if you really would like to have oh, look, diamond. If you guys really would like to have the episode number in the title, let me know. I'll consider it again. It's just right now I'm thinking probably not, but if enough people are like, yeah, you should definitely do that, well then I guess I don't have a choice at that point, right? Come here, buddy. That seems a little dangerous, didn't it? I really need to like get stuff. Oh, look, more diamonds. I really need to get stuff together for enchanting. I think enchanting would be a good idea, especially since we just hit level 30. I didn't realize that till just now. Those are all good things. Enchanting would be good. I do kind of want to, like I said, not do villagers this time. I kind of feel like just doing regular enchanting. There is so many mobs down here. This is quite ridiculous. I hate mobs, dude. We used to have, well, we have in this world, we have a way to turn them off because we have a mob switch. But right now we're in the beginning of the season and we're just leaving it off for now. And honestly, it's annoying. I don't like it. Let's try it. This is a big freaking cave. Look at that, dude. I have to say, caves are one of the better things they've done in a while. The revamp to it and making it like giant and big. So, like, I think it's honestly cool. All right, let's dig straight down. Well, not straight down, but down at an angle, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Anyway, honestly, today was pretty chill. I honestly, I keep saying honestly. I honestly say honestly too much. I think that's the biggest thing that I do too much. I have been running a little more than usual, so I went for like a 3-mile run yesterday. I was exhausted. I don't know if you guys watched yesterday's episode. It was terrible for a couple reasons. One, the audio was cutting off, and I apologize about that. It should be fixed for this episode. But also, just in general, I was exhausted, so I don't even know if what I was saying was nonsense or not, but hopefully it wasn't too unbearable for those of you that did watch it. I want to do my best to, like, at least, like, even if I don't have a super solid plan, record at a time when I'm not unbearable to listen to and, like, just crazy sounding. So, where are we at? Negative 28. Oh, yeah, isn't it, like, negative 50 nowadays that we need to go to? We have a long way to go downward. I also have decided that I'm now mining like this. I know it seems crazy, But I don't know. I just find it enjoyable, to be honest. I like the ridiculous downward slope at a corner angle. I think it just looks cool. It's really funny and goofy, but it is what it is. Work was good. I have a couple friends who come to work. They work from home. Well, I have a friend who works from home usually, and she comes in to work on Thursdays. So it was really nice to see her today. We got to talk a little bit about me leaving and stuff. And I'm working on potentially a couple different job options at the new place I'm moving to. I'll for sure have a job. I'm just trying to decide which one to take and stuff like that. So that's going to be a big change in my life, and got to figure all that out. Honestly, I hate moving. I hate finding and setting up all the new stuff. It's not my favorite thing. I won't lie. Like I really don't enjoy the process of moving, but ultimately all my family are in the place I'm moving to, and I guess it's kind of a time for a fresh start, you know? So it is what it is, and we'll figure it out. What the heck? They should never have added these guys into like they should not exist in here. I get them being in stone, but we already hate them in stone, so why do we have them in here as well? It's really annoying, actually. I would like to get more diamonds. How many did we get? We have 16 now, so we got like 5 or something like that. I think it'd be cool to be the richest in the server, just be able to buy everything from the other guys. I think we might go buy a bunch of sugar cane and leather from the other dudes because I don't really want to farm it, and hopefully they're farming enough to share with me as well. If you guys are watching the video, by the way, I'd like to purchase some stuff. I know Cobb watches a lot of these videos, and Slip does as well, so... Panda, I don't know if you've been watching my videos, but hello if you are. Yeah, so it was a good day at work, and although I do think I kind of messed something up, and I've got to fix it tomorrow morning. I work at 6 a.m. in the morning, so I got to... But there's like something that's happening at work. I went in to buy dog food, and they told me about some issues that were going on, so I've got to figure that out in the morning. I kind of like the fact that I'm needed in my job. I know that most people want to feel needed, but even in like a work setting, I really enjoy the fact that like I actually know things that can solve issues for people. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just like a very satisfying feeling to be like, okay, we got to bring in Lyle because we don't know what the freak we're doing. That's just a specialized skill in a job is like it's fun to be that guy. I don't know. Personally, I enjoy the fulfillment of people like needing to call me. And I'm also kind of crazy in that I feel my work-life balance is meh. I mean, but I don't really mind it. I kind of like it. I tell my team to call me whenever, and I answer even when I'm at home and stuff, and it really doesn't bother me. I also work a lot of overtime, so you'd think that overall it would maybe be bad for my mental health or something, but no, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had like a feeling of like overwhelmingness from work like that. I don't know. I've really learned to take pride in being a professional in terms of like working and stuff like that. I know that sounds crazy. Such as I never thought I would be there. I'm gonna be like a creator. I'm gonna like do these things. I'm gonna have my own business, stuff like that. But I have learned to really appreciate the being valuable in a work business setting. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this next job. Maybe it was just like a really good job and I'm making the craziest mistake of my life leaving it. That has crossed my mind. Like, yes, I do really enjoy this job. The thing is, though, I don't know if it's necessarily the job. I just feel like I've changed as a person. And that's the part that really has impacted my life more than anything. Hey, look, diamonds. Heck yeah. So we're going to find out. Am I making a crazy mistake by leaving this job that I love? It's very possible. It has crossed my mind. But ultimately, I think more likely than not is I just have changed how I am as a person in terms of like feeling more fulfilled by learning to have pride in myself and the professionalism I bring to job and stuff. This sounds so don't give up hope, everybody, because I was not always this way. If you feel like you don't want to be the type of person who just works their life away, there actually is great peace and joy in it, especially if you get a place where there's people that care about you. And it's like, I would say probably you don't want to work at a giant corporate job, my guess is they're more than likely not going to have the same experience. I would say work at like a medium-sized business. I've worked at small businesses as well, like editing videos and stuff, and that could be so volatile and difficult to manage because you're like kind of stressed if you're going to be able to like get paid or not, especially if it's very small. But medium-sized businesses don't have the kind of corporate death feeling to them, but you're also like not too small of like just a cog in the machine. So definitely I feel like the most joy to be had and security to be had is somewhere in that middle ground. So I'm going to remember that as I kind of like figure out what my next move is. I actually might be working for the same company. Maybe we'll see. I haven't really decided yet, but I don't know. Just little things I've learned working at different jobs. I don't know. When you can find the right spot, it's pretty chill. Now, this is probably the most inefficient way to mine diamonds, but look how cool this looks. You can't tell me that's not cool, right? Like, you've never seen someone mine look like this, right? Hold on. Can we see it from the outside? Look at that. That's okay. That's looks kind of like a strip mine, but wonky, right? It's interesting. I don't know. I like it. I really enjoyed just doing wacky things this season. If you guys have any ideas for wacky things to do, things I could do different, let me know. I want to surprise the other members of the server. So leave a comment about the ridiculous things I could do that are like doing things you normally do in Minecraft, but in just the most weird way ever. Oh, I have an idea. What if we do some like very vertical farms where you just go straight up in the air? like Okay, imagine you have a wheat farm where it's stacked one block at a time upwards. Like you have a wheat, then dirt, then wheat, then dirt, then wheat, then dirt, and you have to have like water somewhere in there. Stuff like that. Anything that's just ridiculous. I like that. I'm really enjoying doing weird stuff right now. So I'm going to try to keep doing that. I don't really have any like crazy plans for the beginning of this season. I'm kind of just doing whatever comes to my mind. I usually like plan out like really cool builds and stuff, but I just have the feeling that I want to just play Minecraft as if there's no like content objective, and honestly it makes it easier for like recording these videos and stuff. So I do have like a big skyscraper plan, but it's not going to be like anything special visually. Like it's pretty plain actually. That being said, it is going to be a lot of black dye. We talked about this in the last episode. I think I've decided I'm just going to go get black dye. Hey, chill. You're okay. I'm going to go get black dye from my farm that I have. I don't think I want it. I need like an exorbitant amount of black dye, and it's going to just waste my life away if I try to like grind that out in the ocean. I don't know. I'm just not feeling that. So once again, I have waited a little bit late to make my video. It is now 9:44 p.m. I got to learn to just get it done earlier. I think honestly like right after I get home from work would be good. Usually though, that's like when I go and run. And sometimes my mom is doing like piano lessons for students and stuff, and so I've kind of gotta figure that out. I don't know. I also have been figuring out how to write. I kind of got stuck a little bit with my book just because I have ideas of where I want to go with it, but I'm having a hard time. Like every time I like make a decision and write something, I kind of have to go back and rewrite it and fix it. So I'm doing a little more outlining, planning, because I think that's gonna save me a lot of time in the long run, where I kind of know where I'm going, and so I can avoid stepping on my own toes as much, because that has been a problem, honestly, and I want to avoid that as much as possible. So I think this is going to work well. I was also trying to like too hard to plan it out and do some crazy planning. What's been working, interesting enough, is I'm literally all I'm doing is I'm having chapter headings and then a document, and then I don't know what he's barking at. And then in the chapter, I literally just have like a bullet point list of the things that I want to have happen in that chapter. And then it allows me to go back and change it if I need to quicker. I don't have to change the whole. Oh, now that I think about it too, as I'm writing those, what I can do is I could probably leave the scene heading or the event heading, basically, like the list point. And then what I could do is, if I need, I could copy paste those and move them around or cut and paste them into different spots and stuff. And I could adjust them. And I could probably color code them in case like I want to make some type of adjustment. Yeah. I don't know. That seems like an organized way to write. So I do have to still do a little bit of writing tonight. But so basically I'm doing a challenge where I write every day. So I've got to do some of that. Sorry about the puppy in the background, by the way. There's not much I can do about it. Sometimes he just decides to bark. Don't ask me why. I think he wants my attention most of the time. I'm working on it. I've said that a million times. I say I'm working on it, and I am. Like I teach him quiet and stuff like that. But ultimately, it just doesn't like work all the time. Like he just barks. I guess he's a dog that barks. Guys, how if you have a dog and you've taught it to not bark in general, how did you do that? I really need your guidance, please, because like I can teach him to not bark in the moment, but as soon as like he feels like the command is over, he starts barking again. So I don't know. Anyway, see you in the next one tomorrow. Peace. Hello and welcome to this series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. And right now we are in a pit. We're trying to make our way back up to the surface. I was diamond mining and I've decided it's time to go back to the surface. Mostly because my inventory is completely full of cobbled deep slate and I'd like to take that home. That being said, we're getting more as we try to get out. So that is one problem with this. That being said, today I actually wanted to talk about this interesting thing I read today. There's an article posted all over the news. And the news is the news, take it with a grain of salt. But it was pretty interesting. It was an article, one by MSN, but also some other companies as well. And essentially this investigative reporter, and this was interesting specifically for me in my industry because we deal a lot with food. And I honestly think the monopolies and the food industry in general are kind of a mess and kind of depressing and scary a little bit. And so stuff around that topic interests me. So this was specifically to deal with Pepsi, and I'm going to say allegedly to this whole thing because I don't actually know the details, and I don't know. But I'm just going to talk about my opinion on it. So basically, they did like an independent audit, I guess, or research into the dealings of Pepsi and Walmart. And if you didn't know, Pepsi is like one of the, I think maybe the number one drink company in the world. Obviously, they've got Pepsi and they sell a bunch of other giant brands within that as well. And I just thought it was really interesting because, okay, so here's the idea. Basically, Pepsi has been giving making reports of all the other like local retailers and small companies and stuff that are selling Pepsi products when compared to Walmart. And whenever the other companies were dropping their prices to compete with Walmart, they were essentially illegally, and this is according to the FTC. The FTC was suing Pepsi for this. Allegedly, they were illegally reducing prices for Walmart specifically, not through a way where like it's legal. There's a way when someone does a lot of volume, you can like legally reduce prices for the volume. But instead they were giving them a lot of like private incentives and stuff that they didn't offer to other retailers. Like for instance, they would give them allowances and basically just make it possible for Walmart to reduce their prices so much that the other companies couldn't compete essentially. Why is that bad or important? It's because ultimately like that is like they're specifically trying to kill small business. I don't think you understand the amount of people that are addicted to Pepsi products, whether you call it addicted or just it's a staple in every household. The reality is that there's a lot of shoppers who will shop specifically at a place to get their Pepsi products at a better price because that is just like such an important product for them. And so ultimately what it does is it drives sales to Walmart and away from these other companies. And there's like some companies, for instance, my company that I work at is in the grocery business. And we literally sell like Pepsi at a loss just to bring customers in. And we're still way more expensive than Walmart. And so there's I think it was Lion Foods or something like that. It's like some other states like local grocer company. They have like 10 grocery stores or something, which is small in the food industry. And I just found it so interesting because they did a study and literally they were like competing with Walmart on pricing, and there was this whole tracking data that Pepsi had created for Walmart, and they called it the worst offenders essentially. Essentially they were saying like these companies are bad for our business. And when confronted with this information, Pepsi essentially just said it would be so detrimental to our business not to appease Walmart essentially. And so it's a little bit like it's Pepsi, it's Walmart. Ultimately, I have a feeling that like there's a larger like BlackRock type company, holding company that has some major investments in both Walmart and Pepsi. And so like it makes it very incentivized to just kind of give Walmart these best pricing. But it's kind of insane. It also goes deeper because, like, basically the Biden administration was working on pushing this through with the FTC and stuff. And then when Trump came into office, his administration essentially dismissed it. And originally, Walmart wasn't even named in it. It was like a hush-hush thing about, like, not releasing Walmart's name. And I don't want to get political on it or anything because I don't think that's the important part. I just found it kind of scary that, and the thing is, this isn't the only business doing this. Like, there's giant companies like Nabisco, Nestle, big companies that own like a majority of the groceries, right? Like, they're all kind of like big corporations that are kind of owning most of the things you buy in a store, except for maybe some of your local brands. And if this is happening in one company like Pepsi, what's happening with all the other ones as well. That's why Walmart has these lower prices. And sorry, I'm totally nerding out on this because I find it to be such like an egregious thing, and it's a little disheartening, to be honest, when you consider like the reality of what that means for like our food industry, like being able to afford and buy groceries at a place where we want to buy it, because there's no free market. It literally, in my opinion, it kind of like destroys the free market capitalism like possibility. Ideally, in an actual free market, you'd be able to like purchase the best goods and services and the best man win, or best company win, essentially. But this like destroys the integrity of that. And I think it's really important because it just lets one person win oh, look at this. Beautiful. That degrades our ability to purchase good products. It degrades our ability to buy products at a reasonable price because competition brings down prices. And if Walmart kills out all the other companies, all of a sudden there's no other places for them to compete with, and that it just destroys the competition in general. Also, it's just like, imagine like having like a competition and your competitor is just cheating the whole time. Like, it just feels wrong. Now, it is a little bit of like okay, maybe the best man wins by doing their dirty business as well. And can you even argue it's dirty? I don't know. But ultimately, it feels a little bit icky and a little bit like, okay, we're kind of doomed a little bit. So I don't know. Overall, interesting article. I think we all knew, and I think I've known that this type of stuff is happening. It was just interesting to hear that it was happening, like very specifically in this story, and to understand the legalities of it and how illegal it actually is, because ultimately, you're not allowed to do business that way where you are not offering fair pricing to everybody. It's an FTC law that was made in the 1930s. Apparently, it just isn't really handled that well and enforced that well. So I don't know. If this is interesting to you, let me know. I personally, and maybe it's because I'm so close to the grocery industry and it actually affects our business. Like, we've been doing a lot of like pricing comparison recently, and it's kind of like, oh dang, like it's very difficult for us to compete because pricing is just, our cost is much higher than what Walmart even sells their stuff for. So it's like, how are we meant to have a business? Oh, look at that. That is a rare block right there. I have a bunch back in my other base. That's why I don't care to keep it. So, do I really want to go get that diamond all the way over there? I don't know. So anyway, I guess moral of the story is, business is cruel, and in the current world we live in, it's unfair, and that's just how it works. And I think that corporate greed is a real thing and heavy, and I think that is essentially the villain of our story. And actually, if you think about it, that's actually kind of the story that I'm telling in my book that I'm writing as well. By the way, I'm writing a book. If you're interested in reading it, it's linked in my bio. A lot of the story is going to be essentially about the separation of the classes. I think stuff like this is what leads to class divide, right? It's having greedy corporations propping up specific people to an nth degree and essentially pushing that class divide farther and farther apart. I think we're actually seeing that happen. I'm writing fiction about it, but I think all fiction, art mimics life or life mimics art, whichever. I think it's definitely art mimics life more than life mimics. I think that's more accurate. But yeah, I don't know. Very, very interesting. I don't know. The problem is, I don't think there. Okay, so and this is a little pessimistic, but I come back to this every time. I don't think there's actually a solution. I think, unfortunately, I think it's human ambition and greed and human, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the human condition, right? I think humans are built to try to win at all cost, even at the cost of other humans. And maybe this is not true. Maybe it's possible, to have peace in business together. I just don't know if it is. I think ultimately humans want more and more and more and consume. You can see that in multiple ways. Like you can see it in business. You can see it in the way that we consume the environment and the world around us. I don't think anybody will argue that like when humans get involved in something, it is very much like we take this, extract, and then discard. And when you zoom out of the world, it kind of reminds me of like ants. I don't know if you guys have watched YouTube videos about ants. I have. It's very interesting. Except for we're a little less orderly and a little more destructive. And I don't mean to say that humans, like, obviously I'm human. Like, I want humans to exist. I just want us to learn to be more self-sustainable and a little more at peace with what we have. And like I think why it resonates so much with me, this message, is because for me, like, I find that I'm most happy when I just am able to take a step back and not care so much to always gain, when I can just appreciate what I have, enjoy the peaceful moments, the small moments. But I don't think that's how humans in a whole, I don't think that's how they really function. From what I've seen, like humans as a large group, they seem to constantly be pushing forward. They want to innovate. They want to grow. They want to use more land. And part of that is like reproduction as well. Like we're always creating more of us, and it's taking up more and more land, which is a whole nother issue. Man, humans are, yeah. I don't know. I don't get me wrong. I'm not like a self-human hater. I think humans are also beautiful and have these awesome like things about us that make us special. Ooh, we found our way out nice. But ultimately, I think we're going to be our own demise. I don't know if it's possible to not be. The moral of I was literally going to say in this video, I was going to call it. Oh, we need to get some of that. He said we could have some of his sugarcane to start our villager trade, or not villager trading. Start our enchantments. I don't think it's Walmart is the true villains. I think it's humans are the true villains. I was gonna name this video the day I found the true villains, or the day I realized the true villains. But through my own thought process, I realized no, it's not just Walmart and Pepsi. It's us. I think we are the villains of this story. And will the villains prevail is the real question. Or will they live long enough to see themselves become the light? Now that would be beautiful. Because I don't think that's the story a lot of times. I think a lot of times humans choose to destroy until there's nothing left to destroy. What is this? A chest. That's my wooden pickaxe, I think. But on the other hand, it's like, what if we can figure out like utopia? What if we can figure out how to use less? And I was thinking about this. I was thinking about what's the end of my story that I'm writing going to be? And I think I want it to be that. I was talking to someone one time, and she was talking about how I think the most beautiful and the most practical way for humans to live is like in separate communities, small groupings, and just kind of like contained, not by someone else, but out of self-choice, just small communities. And I think that's true, because I think people connect best when they're in a small community. They don't have a huge connection to the outside world like we do with the internet. It kind of goes back to like villages, right? Now that's a beautiful sentiment, and maybe with our knowledge now we could do it. Obviously, like back in the day with humans, like that caused wars and and the problem is like if something happens, natural disaster wise or whatever, and resources are scarce, then all of a sudden it's like, wait, they have resources, let's take them. But I want to find a way to end my story that I'm writing with humans. What is that? Yo, a gift of cows? No way. What is this? Oh, wait. For sale. 10 diamonds and the farm is yours. That's got to be from Cobb, right? Yo, it's a farm. Oh my gosh. They're all in a little... Okay, I have to buy this. Where do I put the diamonds? This has got to be Cobb, right? All right. Well, yes, I'm in. I'll buy. I needed cows anyway. I was literally talking about that a second ago. So yeah, I want to have the ending be the world essentially okay, because basically like the story that I'm writing is going to have heavy story based in revolution and class divide and the world kind of like falling apart due to all of that, and people kind of like fighting against that. Like I think people ultimately would fight against the class divide that is really tearing them apart. And so my plan is to kind of go that direction, right? And thank you, Cobb, by the way, if that was you. If it wasn't you, Cobb, I'll figure out who was and thank them. But yeah, I think there's gonna probably be a big war of some sort at the end of my story, and it's probably not gonna be this novel, by the way. It's gonna be more of an overarching story with multiple novels and stuff. But I want humans to realize that it's not worth it to consume. I want them to kind of go a little bit Buddhist and be like, we need to respect the land for what it is, not overutilize it. We don't need extra for the sake of extra. Instead, we can enjoy and realize that peace comes from just deep breaths and enjoying what's all around us and doing it in small communities, because I think small communities ultimately is what humans were meant to have at their happiest. Because when you get to big cities and stuff, I think there's a direct correlation between that and like depression and scarcity and division and isolation, which is interesting because but if you've ever lived in a city versus lived in a small town, I think you might agree. It is interesting because most cities, I would say, lean more towards the ideas I'm talking about. But, oh, look, someone brought him cows too. Wow. But he gets them free. To be fair, they did set up a farm for me, which is way better. So we're going to have to utilize that farm tomorrow. But living in a small town where it's much more community driven and small vibes, I think that ultimately like creates happier people in the moment. And so small communities ran by themselves. Maybe there is some type of overarching government as well. Maybe it's a mixture of the two, but I want it to be set up with maybe like a new constitution or something in the story where there's a lot more power to kind of like states essentially, but smaller, right? Like colonies. Maybe it'll be like a colony story. And obviously I think human condition is that eventually that won't last for what the holy, look at that big old tree. That won't last forever, right? Like obviously I think people are going to push back. They're going to try to take power. But I think that I want things to get so bad in the form of consumerism and class divide that eventually people are like, all right, nope, we're done with this. We're going back to small communities. That's what we're going to do. I think that makes sense to me. And how we're going to get there, I don't know. But basically the Shire, I think, and I've been reading Lord of the Rings, otherwise I wouldn't have thought of this just now, but, essentially the Shire, you know, people just care about their own stuff, their own places, a little bit of like commune type vibes, not exactly, but yeah, that's where my mind's going. I think that's where people are happiest. And so that's where I want my story to end up. Which characters will be there and which will have survived the wars or whatever that takes them there, I don't know. I just know I think that's how I want the world to end up in terms of like where people get ultimately. So anyway, this has been a long freaking rant about kind of sort of economic and political things. Now, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of comments about this. I'm happy to hear your comments. Just know this is all just my personal opinion. Have I done a lot of research on it? No. These are just like purely out of the like, I think this. I think this. So if you have interesting thoughts on it, I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys for always being so very involved in the comments. I've enjoyed that. And this has surprisingly been one of my favorite videos. It is now 12:15 a.m., so I didn't expect to do that, but here we are. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, because we upload every day on this channel. Isn't that crazy? A new video every day where we just talk about whatever. It's actually pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. All right, peace. Hello, and welcome to the series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my entire life. And today, I saw this from Cobb, who's another player on the server, saying 10 diamonds and the farm is yours. That's a pretty good deal, I'm not going to lie. A fully set up cow farm for 10 diamonds, you say. Well, I guess we better pay him some diamonds. Unfortunately, we just went diamond mining, so that kind of sucks. We're going to have to give him a third of our diamonds we just got. But I think it's worth it. We really need cows to start some enchants and things like that. Today, I'm actually going to be recording a couple of these videos because while I wish I could play a real true Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life, and I'm going to upload a full day every day, I also have to leave my PC sometimes, and this is one of those times. I'm headed to go to a family event in Idaho, which is super cool, exciting. I know, Idaho. But it should be good. It'll be good to see some of my family, and unfortunately, I cannot play. That's a cool. Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't see the whole thing. I thought it was just a pole for the horse to be attached to, which I was like, that's very unique. I've never seen that before. This is still cool. Don't get me wrong, but I've seen that before. So, Cobb, are you here? I don't think Cobb is here. Oh, look at this. Here's what we'll do. He's going to definitely frequent this area. So we're just going to leave a chest with the 10 diamonds. I think that's probably the best thing to do here. You guys will see as you're... Oh, he's going to love this too. He's been wanting some... Oh, he already got leads. I just realized. Because he has his horse on the lead. Ow, really, bro? I was just trying to free you guys. I was trying to free you from your captor. Ow! You actually liked that guy? I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Oh, my. What are you doing here? I'm a little creeped out right now. All right, let's do it. I've got diamond armor. I can handle it. Just take out the captain, get his potion. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. See, I thought diamond armor was that, but apparently diamond armor is still not that sick. There we go. Come here, you fool. So yeah, anyway, basically I've got a pre-recorded couple episodes, maybe one probably, because I'm only going to be gone like today and tomorrow. So this episode coming out today, this is actually truly today. Tomorrow, though, I will be with my family in Idaho, and then we'll be back the next day. So ultimately, very excited to go see some of my family. I think it's going to be a good time. Look at this beautiful world. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Cobb, shout out to Cobb for picking a really nice spot for this, for a fresh start. Let's see. We do have some wood on us, so we can make ourselves a chest. We're also probably going to want to make a sign or two, so we can leave a message for him. There we go. We'll put this. We will make a sign and put a little thing saying how generous he was and kind to make us spend diamonds. He did set up the farm, so I'm just being facetious, but... How generous. How generous taking my diamonds. Damien's? I don't have the room. Thanks, foo. There we go. Perfect. We're going to throw 10 in there, and just to be kind as well, we're also going to give him one of our leads. There we go. And what else would he maybe not have? I feel like he has everything else. Bro's grinding. He probably has everything we have and more. Love you. Nah, that's too much. All right, let's head back and make use of those cows. I think we should farm them up. Also, it's getting dark, and I think when it gets dark, just for your guys' viewing pleasure, I'm going to turn off the shader because this shader gets freaking... Actually, we could sleep. I forgot. We could definitely sleep. I totally forgot that was an option. Isn't that weird? Now we have, honestly, we have 2 ominous bottles, and I'm a little concerned. On one hand, like I'd like to use them for something, maybe a trial chamber or something. On the other hand, I'm not really equipped for it. we have basically zero setup for like good enchants and stuff right now. So I think we're gonna avoid for now at least doing that. We're not gonna do any raids or anything. Puppy, you're fine. I'll come get you in a second. 1 second. But also maybe, just maybe. Oh, 1 second. If we can get some better enchants and things, then we might actually be solid to go. So anyway, super excited to see my family. We're actually also going to look at apartments today. I know recently in one of my last videos I talked about, you can stack those? Since when can you, like, I guess it's an ominous bottle. It's not a potion, is it? Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's not usually how I would think of potions. Like, usually can't stack them. I guess it's not a potion, though, is why. Okay, good. We got some more fuel. Oh, apparently I got kicked from my world. Don't worry. I can't stop because we're just doing 20 minutes, right? So just loading the game back up. But anyway, yeah. We're going to go look at some of the apartments. I recently talked about how I'm leaving some of my friends and stuff from work and things like that and saying goodbye to them. And so today I'm actually we're going through the town where I'll be moving. And so we're going to look at some stuff as well. Apparently there's some pretty good deals. The main thing is, like, we're getting priced out of this area. Like, the place I live right now is just a super expensive place in Utah. And so that's kind of like the whole thing is we're specifically leaving for that reason. And so I'm excited on one hand to go and look at some new places. Apparently there's some pretty affordable places, at least for our tax bracket, at the place we're going to look. So I'm excited about that. It should be fun. So yeah, oh, hello there, sir. He must have like invisible armor on. Ooh. I have a texture pack that like makes armor invisible, and this must be one of those cases because otherwise he would be dying right now. I don't know how I got hit like almost every time. And then he fell back and destroyed another one. That's crazy, dude. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we also like have a ton of wheat here, so let's go ahead and farm up some of our cows, I guess, while we're at it. It's funny because I feel like sometimes like these videos are going to be very heavy on the just talking about whatever's interesting to me. Like yesterday's video was a straight up rant about like the current state of how we do business in America. And then today we're just straight up playing Minecraft. That's it. I wonder, do you guys think we should just like, do we ever have to kill these guys? Or, oh, we don't, I don't think. Because they're going to eventually entity cramp. When they entity cramp, here's my question. Do they drop their stuff? I feel like they probably do, right? And if they do, it's kind of perfect. Okay, I think I got all of them. Let's see if any of... Yeah, look at that. I don't even have to get my hands dirty. I'm just going to crush them to death. That's pretty cool. Is that how you're supposed to do this thing? Shout out to Cobb once again. Thank you, dude, for the... Hold on, I'm going to change this sign real quick. Sold. There we go. That way no one else tries to buy my farm right outside my house. Let's also go get some more sugar cane. Actually, we have sugar cane now. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we maybe start the next floor of our build here. I think we have a bunch of dirt. We do. So, because what I'm thinking is this is going to be like a big skyscraper basically, right? And since we have wheat on the bottom here, what if we do something for this next level? And we'll do the floor right about here. We could build the whole thing out, and we could just make a big sugarcane farm. Now, we're going to have to do it 2 layers deep because we need water. Or I guess we could maybe put slabs or something on the bottom. That could work as well. But, yeah, anyway, we got to build out this giant floor of dirt, basically. There's going to be a slow going for a little bit, at least. I really need those, like, crouching. What is that enchantment that lets you crouch fast? Like it's like, oh, quick sneak or something like that. I think that would be really useful because when we're doing stuff like this on the ledge, and this is going to get higher and higher as we build our skyscraper up, I think it'd be useful to be able to like crouch around faster as we're building this thing up. Now, I know a lot of people are like, what the heck is this build? You're doing straight stone all the way up. And no, that's not the plan. This is just the beginning. Eventually, it's going to be... I just realized that the tree... Should we build a giant tree up through the middle? And have like a hole in the middle? That could be kind of cool. Because otherwise we're going to cut off this tree. I don't know what kind of tree we should do. But maybe a custom tree up through the middle could be cool. I don't know. Maybe we should make the inside of this just very organic looking. Imagine on the outside it's a skyscraper, on the inside it's just this gorgeous like green landscape. That could be kind of cool. All I know is right now we need sugarcane, and so we're gonna have to build a floor of sugarcane. That doesn't mean we can't completely change the interior whenever we feel like it. I love my mine, by the way. That's just the weirdest mine ever. I'm playing Minecraft really weird this time. We're in the same world where I have freaking like Hogwarts and Plato's Republic and like some really cool building areas. I'll have to show you guys at some point when we go back to these areas. But that's Hogwarts. So I have some cool builds. But I'm just deciding to do a skyscraper. And that's it. That's the whole thing with this. And I don't know. My starter base is, I just felt like not doing something that I have to creatively think about the build. I was like, let me just do a box. I am going to make the outside look like a skyscraper is the idea, hopefully. I do want to do something kind of cool with that. Also, I was thinking of maybe, without them knowing it, I'll make a giant glass sky bridge across the tops of all their stuff. So I can get to their stuff easily and like spy on them without them knowing. Nobody, shoot. Some of them watch these videos. Slip, if you watch this video, or Cobb, don't tell anybody else. Hopefully they don't watch this one. They would never know because it'll be high enough up and glass, so it'll be out of render distance or whatever. Well, actually, maybe it won't now that I think about it. They have pretty high render distances, so maybe I won't do that. That might kind of ruin their vibes a little bit. I like the idea, though. I think it'd be kind of cool. Also, we're going to have to figure out lighting. It's going to be dark as heck down there. Obviously, like, we have these torches, but with shaders on, it's still going to be really dark. But ultimately, my most important thing that I'm worried about here is just getting a useful tower right now. And the next thing we need is a bunch of sugarcane. I honestly don't think we need a whole floor for sugarcane. Maybe we grow multiple things on this floor up here. That's probably a good idea. I don't think having that much sugarcane is probably healthy for the environment anyway, so not that that actually matters. I don't really know. Was it like every like 20 minutes or something you can like feed cows? I don't know if that's actually it. It's something like that though. That's interesting though that they're just going to die by entity cramming. So I legit don't have to like kill them ever. I just keep feeding them. I feed them to death is literally how I'm going to get my cow. That's insane. Anyway. I will say, like, I was pretty hesitant to, like, move from where I'm moving. I was feeling like, man, I just want to stay where I'm living. I don't really want to leave my friends and stuff. But whatever happened, oh, my food. I totally have my food simmering. After I run out of dirt. Oh, I'm out of dirt. I'll be right back. I got to stir real quick. I made a giant pot of my curry that I eat. That's like my healthy concoction because I'm leaving for a couple days, and I kind of took a day off my diet yesterday. And it's like I want to just get back to it even though I'm leaving. So I'm gonna. I literally made 2 days worth of food of curry and rice, and it's this giant pot, and it's gonna be useful, but it's kind of ridiculous. I won't lie. I think we should spread out some of this sand here. Throw it in there. What else? Oh, get rid of these. And then we could put this in here. There we go. And that'll go for a while. We'll just have to empty it basically every once in a while. Let's put our cooked up glass here. We also need to, okay, yeah, let's grab some of this coal. We're going to need this stone eventually as well to work on building this tower up. So also we need to keep somewhere to get up. I guess maybe we use the outside for right now to be able to get up to the top. Eventually, we're going to need a system for that, but I guess we could just keep doing that, basically. Have stairs that go all the way up around the outside. We could make a monolith of a... Oh, we need dirt as well. Whoops. But anyway, yeah. I don't know. I was really hesitant. I was having a hard time, like, deciding if I wanted to leave or not. But once something kind of, like, hits my brain and I start thinking about it and getting excited about it, there's no going back. And that's kind of what happened. It was just kind of a click, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm moving, and... now I'm excited about it. I don't know. Yes, well, I miss like people that I care about and have gotten to know in here and build the relationships I've built. But yes, that'll happen. But ultimately, like, I'm old enough now that I've been through this process of change probably like 4 or 5 times with moving and starting a new job and meeting new people and leaving old people. And it's always bittersweet. Not even sweet. It's always bitter. But it turns out you can always meet new cool people and they become an important part of your life. And so that's something that I've had to learn. I've just had a lot of loss, I guess, in terms of people I thought were going to be in my life longer. And then you realize that's not how adult life works. Adult life is kind of like, and I kind of envy those people that have that. I think some people do. Some people, for whatever reason, have their life works out in a way where they're just like around the same people their whole life. And that's a pretty cool idea. I think it would be cool to build those relationships long term. I think there's also some downsides to it, you know. There's like no anonymity. Like you can get pigeonholed a little bit. And if you're not unwilling to break other people's view of you, it's going to be pretty hard to do that. And so that's one thing as well. But I don't know. I think it's a... Dude, this is a pretty shader. Shout out to Cobb. Oh, no, this is actually Bliss. Cobb has one I want to try. But this actually reminds me of an old shader I used to use. And I think it's actually based on Chocopix shader, which is one that I used to use a long time ago. But this is like much cleaner feeling. That one was like brown and dirty, grimy. But it was cool, like lighting and stuff. So yeah, look, now we can like jump on the tree. I think we should probably leave a hole in the tree area. Maybe even like right there, like not getting any closer than that. 2 blocks away. Yeah, that feels good to me. But I don't know. I don't know if honestly I would like living in a place where people knew me for my whole life. Like it was when I left my original home in Nebraska. Didn't mean to fall down here. When I left my original home in Nebraska, that definitely was not the plan. Or it definitely was the plan, was to kind of like I felt like there was so much to explore and see out in the world. And lately I've been thinking like at some point maybe I want to like go somewhere completely new. Like one of my buddies like worked in Hawaii for the military. Actually, he lived in Hawaii for a bunch of years, like 4 or 5 years. And that just sounds like a super exciting thing to try, especially as like a young adult who's like single. I feel like going to Hawaii would be a cool adventure to try because there's just so much outdoor beauty to explore. And I don't know. I feel like I want to give that a try at some point in my life. Maybe. I don't know. I have so many things I could do. It's hard to decide what the thing to do is, you know? Have we slept twice? Yeah, this will be our second sleep in this video. Dang. You say one Minecraft day, but in reality, 20 minutes is multiple Minecraft days, especially when you sleep as soon as possible. Okay, let's see. So we have glass, but we're going to save the glass. We don't really want to use it until we get... what's it called? Until we get some black dye. We want to use black dye and make it into some black, and then we're gonna do some cool, like you'll see on the sides. We're gonna do some like vertical pillars with glass. It'll look cool. I haven't done it in a while, and I've got to come up with. There's a couple like different ways we could go about it, but last time I did it, the build looked pretty freaking sick. We did it as like a server spawn, basically. What am I? Look, oh, dirt. We're actually to the point where we might have to dig some more dirt. I thought I had way more than that. Turns out we did not. I don't know if we just want to take down one of these hills or something. We definitely could clear out some of this over here. Although I kind of like this vibe here where it's like a closed-in little like section over here. Let's take off the top, I guess, right? Because there's a lot of dirt up here on the top layer that doesn't necessarily need to be here, and we can use this. No one's gonna miss this dirt here. Especially that, and then that over there looks kind of ugly as well, so we can definitely use that portion. But I don't know, that is the reality of life, right? Is moving on, changing, adapting, trying new things. And I do feel like I have this adventurous bone in my body that I have not quite satisfied yet. Now's not the time, but I just feel like maybe that's a problem. Maybe I'm going to wait until it's the time, and it's never going to be the time, so I'm never going to satisfy that adventurous side of me. Maybe I need to do that at some point. It's a little like scary, right? Like I'd have to figure out some type of job or something, I guess. So it'd be nice if I could figure out some type of remote job first before I go and like see all these different places. But there are some people that have the opportunity and do. Oh, I'm lagging. And do some really cool like traveling and stuff, and it's like a huge part of their life. And maybe at some point I could, I don't know. Maybe that's a wealthy person thing. No, I think anybody could do it if they really put their minds to it. I just, oh man, it's it's a big change. It's a big change from being around your family all the time, from living and working in a place constantly. And I've really found beauty in my routines. I'm a very routine person, and so trying to give that up is definitely scary. I wonder if there's a way to find like a really solid routine while traveling. There's got to be a way. Maybe like having like running routines like I'm doing right now, like running and riding. And maybe if I keep doing those every day, that'll give me enough stability and routine to like feel comfortable. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that is about the end of today's video. Thank you for being here. It's been a lovely one. I will see you in tomorrow's video, which I'm going to record right now. So just know that tomorrow, that's what happened. All right, peace. Hello and welcome to the series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. And this is me talking to you in the future because this is the first episode where I'm actually pre-recording my episode a day early. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm actually going to, currently, while you're watching this video, I am in Idaho. So there was no way for me to make the video because I didn't have my PC. So at some point, I think it'd be a good idea to get a laptop that I can run Minecraft on. That wouldn't be too hard. I mean, Minecraft is pretty easy to run, especially for just a short-term, like one-day video. But that is something I'll have to figure out at some point. But as of right now, I only have Minecraft on my PC that I have at home, and I'm not lugging that with me. So, hello to the future. Hopefully, the world is still existing. Hopefully, a meteor didn't just randomly hit that our astronauts totally, or our not astronauts, who looks out for. Someone in the comments who's smarter than me, who are the people who watch for meteors and things like that? There's got to be like at least a designated group or something, right? I feel like if not, we should probably get one together. No, I'm sure there are. There's a word and I just can't think of it right now. Either way, yeah, hopefully we saw it coming. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, or maybe there's a cyber attack or something. Maybe a war broke out. I don't know. Why am I'm a doomsday head apparently, dude. Okay. That's actually funny because I freaking love Doomsday movies. I think I've spent the last like years watching every Doomsday movie that ever existed. I've got to watch Greenland too, though. I actually really liked Greenland. It was like I think that was a meteor. I've seen so many that they're mixing together, but I'm pretty sure in that one a meteor does come and or a comet hits Earth and kind of destroys the whole thing basically, and they have to go to Greenland and get in a bunker. But there's a new one that came out, and that's a very rare thing with Doomsday movies. Very rarely do they release a second one where it's like, this is the aftermath of the whole thing. And so I really want to see it, because it's always like, at the end of the Doomsday movie, you're like, so what now? Like, they survived, like, what's Earth like now, right? And this one's actually answering that question. I really want to see it. I think it's important to see for my own joy. So I gotta figure out how to watch it. Maybe hopefully it's on HBO, because that's what the first one was on, and I have HBO, so it'd be ideal. So I'm gonna see if I can find out where that is. But what is today is the day the day that I thought about the world ending. That might be the title. The day the world ended. The day the world almost ended, because so I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm titling my videos The Day I, basically. And it's because this is essentially like a journal Minecraft series where I play one full day every day, and I talk about whatever's on my mind or whatever happening and whatever I'm thinking about. And I don't know. Hey, thank you guys for the comments, by the way. It's been actually, this series has been doing way better than I thought. While it may not have quite as many views as some of my older series did, that totally makes sense, and it's unedited, right? It's just me talking, and so I guess that's why it's kind of an expected thing. But what I will say is the interactions from you guys have been much more. There's a whole lot more comments and likes, and people seem to be enjoying the series, so thank you for being here and joining it with me. Honestly, I didn't expect a lot from it because of what it is, right? Like, I think most YouTube videos that do well are hyper edited and have a lot going on. And the amount of people that have been commenting saying, hey, I really appreciate the authentic nature of this. I think just the type, like, people seem to really resonate with the no editing, just playing and talking. I think people are getting overstimulated. Me personally, I am. Like, in fact, I totally gave up social media on my phone. I will sometimes watch a YouTube video on my PC or something when I have a minute, but I don't have YouTube, I don't have Instagram, I don't have TikTok. I literally got rid of Facebook, everything, because I was feeling overstimulated and feeling like it was just kind of robbing all of my time. And yeah, so I totally relate to that and get the vibe that people are saying. And overstimulation is a real thing, especially when it's scroll after scroll of constant, like it's a lot. And I hope that could be a little bit of a respite for some people. I remember one of my favorite YouTubers is Ryan Trahan. I know he's a lot of people's favorite YouTubers. He's very big, but he has this very like calm nature about him. But he also does this thing where he does a daily series, or did a daily series where he traveled around the whole United States, and for a whole like few months, it was 50 days. There was just this habit of mine of sitting down and watching his video every single day, and I didn't really. It's been a long time since I've watched something like that where like there was definitely going to be like every day. And I don't know. I actually think that there's a beauty in that, and I hope that this can kind of be that for some people, where you like, oh, it's time to watch the Plato video, see what he's up to, what he's talking about. And obviously, it's not for everybody. Like I think some people do prefer something a little more edited and crazy, but there is definitely some beauty to this, and I think it's a cool vibe in terms of like having something to return to every day. I'm a very routine person, like I was saying earlier, and so I think doing something like this that's a routine for me can be a shared routine with others, and I'm hoping that like you guys get some value out of it. And now I will say, I know that like I'm not an expert on the things I talk about. I hope I never present myself in that way, because that's not what it's meant to be. It's meant to be more like you're like kind of shooting you know what I'm talking about, with a friend or something. That's kind of like how I think of it, because I talk about things that interest me without a lot of knowledge of them. Like I have some knowledge of them, enough to talk about it and have an opinion, or not even an opinion, but just some thoughts on it. Definitely don't have the information available in me to be an authority on it, though. So never sway your opinion based on what I say. I will say that. That's not what I'm trying to do here. If I ever get too preachy, let me know, because I don't think there's a lot of things that I am very preachy about. Let me think. I don't think there is. Let me know, though. I'm curious. If I've presented something in one of these videos, you're like, okay, why is he talking like he knows what's up? There are a couple things, like, basically the things that are personal to how they affect me, maybe that's things I'm very sure about. Like, I know that I'm a routine person, and for me, routine has been really good, like stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that it's good for you, you know? And so that's kind of what I'm trying to portray there, is like these videos are definitely just my thoughts and things. So thank you for being along for the ride and enjoying that. I think it's actually there's something really rewarding about having a creative outlet where I can just speak my mind and not worry about a lot of the other stuff. And the other thing is, I just enjoy Minecraft, and so this is kind of a perfect like in between thing where I can enjoy Minecraft, but I can also have some time to speak my thoughts on things and keep a journal, because I'm really bad. Actually, I have been doing a lot of writing, but it's not really journal writing. And so this has been awesome for that reason. I'm excited to come back in a few years and watch these. I used to vlog when I was growing up, and I would make videos about my day and stuff. And it was actually it's really awesome now to go back and look at those and remember where I was. This is definitely a little different because I'm not seeing my past self directly, but still being able to hear my thoughts and where I was thinking, like it helps you kind of put into perspective growth and stuff like that. I think is a big thing, like for me at least, like being able to see where I was versus where I am now, like that's huge. So I don't know. Overall, I think this is a very wholesome thing, and I think I've said this in multiple videos, but I have been really enjoying it. So thank you guys for allowing me to do this and being along for the ride. It's interesting to see the videos that are doing better. Like obviously some videos do better than others, and it definitely feels like you guys are resonating with the more personal videos. For instance, the ones that did better recently were like the day I said goodbye, the day I almost gave up. Whoa, hey, easy, buddy, easy. I don't have any arrows apparently. Really? How do I need to hit him before he gets close to me, but their reach is insane, I feel like. So it definitely feels like my personal opinion, he just, poor guy. My personal opinion videos and sharing like emotional sides of things, I think people seem to resonate more with those, which is interesting to me. You know, I wouldn't guess that would be the case. That wouldn't be my first guess, but it does seem to be the way. I think people, it seems like you guys and people in general want to connect on an emotional level. And I'm wondering if the world with how it is, like just separation and isolation, and I wonder if that is why that is. Maybe people are looking for like real human connection, because I feel like there's a lot less of that when everybody's staring at their phones, and you kind of have to go seeking it out. I feel like that might be it, honestly. I was watching a video that one of my buddies Slip sent me, and it was talking about how like there is a lot of beauty and stuff to cities and stuff, but there's also like an insane amount of isolation and things. And I think that is totally true, if I'm being honest. Okay, here's what we got to figure out. How do we want to grow the sugar cane? I think we keep it pretty simple. We're gonna leave 2 blocks in the middle, and then I'm just gonna do this for now. No, that's a bad idea. I'm gonna do this for now. We're gonna dig out a hole, basically, and this is where we'll put the water. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put slabs in here so that it doesn't go down to the bottom. It'll be dripping, but at least it won't pour down into the bottom. That would be really annoying. So, and then we'll leave enough room that we can grow sugarcane on the outside. Perfect. Okay, so like that. That'll be our first like row. I think I have a water bucket already somewhere. What the heck, bro? Oh shoot. These creepers, I don't know if it's like lag or something, but I feel like I can't kill them without exploding them. It's been really bad. Okay, good. That was close. I'm gonna keep that. I don't have any gunpowder right now, so at some point I feel like it might be useful. All right, let's grab this dirt that we just wasted. Don't want to waste it, if you know what I mean. I like this underground. This is looking pretty cool, actually. I will say that I don't love necessarily the floor or the ceiling being dirt. So maybe at some point, if we want to decorate it more, we can go through and put, I don't know, like some trapdoors or something, or even a whole block set. I haven't really decided what to put in there yet, or if we're even going to do it. Might be too lazy. But bucket. There we go. All right, so we need some water, and we have some water down here. Oh, we also need to make some slabs. I have a bunch of wood. Let's go ahead and just use the wood we have right now. Boop, that's a lot of wood. We're going to need quite a lot of slabs, to be honest, so let's just make a whole couple stacks here. Perfect. I mean, it's also going to be easier, honestly, if we just get 2 buckets. We have enough iron. Let's get... Oh, my goodness. I thought for a second that... Okay, it looked like I was going to craft some scissors or whatever. Shears. There we go. Now we'll have plenty. And we can really get started on this thing. So we're going to slab it first on the bottom, and we'll fill those with water. And if we want to make it so that we don't, like, step in them, which would be nice, we could put some trapdoors on the top. Oh. I'm dumb. We could do stairs so that we can't fall in at all. That might be the way, actually. I made a mistake. Stairs would be better, because then you can just walk right over them and you can still grow stuff. I have to double check, though. I'm actually not sure if it'll work. Will stairs allow us to grow sugarcane? I don't know. We're going to find out in just a second. I'll tell you. I'm thinking maybe we do it with cobble, because we have a bunch of cobble. We're going to get more cobble. So if we're going to do stairs, I should have done the slabs with those as well, to be honest. But I already wasted my wood, so it is what it is. Okay. Here's the question. Can you put this in the ground, put some water in it, and plant sugarcane? Yes, you can. All right, cool. All right, well, that's pretty simple and easy. I like it. We have a plan, everybody. We're going to need more stairs, probably. So let's go ahead and just make a bunch. Well, now we have a bunch of slabs. What are we going to do with these slabs? I don't even know. I guess for now, we're going to just stick them in. Did I already put them away? I must have. I don't have any slabs on me. All right, cool. We should probably also get a infinite water system set up there. I wonder if this is interesting to people. Like, does anybody not watch Minecraft, like content, or know about Minecraft? Like, is it any of this information new or interesting to anybody, or is this just like the classic, like, simple? This is definitely the type of thing people cut out of like videos, to be fair. So maybe it is interesting just because nobody shows it anymore. I don't know. All right, got a couple buckets full. Perfect. Let's put in the stairs first. Now, should we fancy? Should we like go one there, one? Oh, upside down. That's interesting. Oh, I apologize. Let me fix that for you. I don't think upside down is the play. I feel like it feels like it would pour out, even though it may not physically in Minecraft. Actually, let's see. If we do an upside down stair and we surround it like so, will water stay in there or will it pour out? It pours out. Okay, perfect. Wow. Physics are still all right in Minecraft. Thank goodness. I was a little concerned it was just going to stay in there. I don't know if that, I don't know why I thought that, but I just thought it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go every other one. This seems totally unnecessary, but I don't know. My brain just said do every other one because then if you're walking across it, it makes more sense, even though it doesn't make more sense. And now I'm wondering if it's going to be ugly. It's kind of ugly. Screw it. It's our irrigation system. It doesn't have to look good. You're never going to see it. It's literally going to be surrounded by sugarcane. Also, it looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Plus, I'm doing things wonky in this world, so who cares? Literally, that's been my whole, like, spiel this season, starting out as, like, do whatever I want, but wonky. Which is why I'm making a giant skyscraper for no reason. I'm doing all sorts of other weird stuff. Oh, we're gonna need more water. Did I not put water in there? I swear I did, and then I didn't, it turns out. And boom, and boom. Perfect. Yes, look at that. It's working. And then what we're going to do is obviously, you guys know how to plant sugarcane. You just do. Yep. We're just going to have a big old sugarcane farm up here. I feel like we should get some grass up here so they can grow actual grass. I don't have any like silk touch or anything, but what I do have is dirt. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grow grass via a staircase like so. I think that'll work eventually. It may take some time, but I think that grass will spread right there up to here, and I think that would look cool. It'd be better if this was grassy land than just straight brown dirt, in my opinion. So I guess we'll find out, but... Apparently today is a heavy Minecrafty day, depending on... It is funny, depending on, like, whatever my mood is. I think what happened as well is, like, obviously I'm doing 2 videos today because I did the one for today and the one for tomorrow because I'm going to be in the future gone. And so I think at some point you're like, okay, I don't have anything else to talk about. Let's talk about what we're doing in Minecraft, which is kind of fun because this is kind of like just a streaming vibe, right? Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Perfect. I'll be honest, I feel like I miss like more Let's Play old school vibes like this too. Like, just because nowadays I think it's been replaced by streamers, which is cool to some degree with streams and stuff because you get to interact with the person in the moment. But I also kind of don't like that. I think, honestly, I feel like it dilutes the actual quality of the content sometimes because instead of like being interesting things being said or ideas being shared, a lot of it becomes just interacting with chat and saying hi to people, especially if you like look at TikTok streaming and stuff like that where it's new people. I don't know. I think talking about what you're actually doing and stuff is a lost art a little bit. And so that's the part about this that I actually really like and find cool. Okay, I have an idea. I think we'll do this, but I think we're also going to just straight up do a big square. We're going to do a single line of this all the way around the whole thing. And then I guess maybe we could even turn it into an automatic farm, potentially. Like, I know how to do that as well, so it could be useful if we just went fully automatic with it. But we'll have to figure out if I want to do that. Oh, I have more water. Let's see. There we go. But I do know that I think I want to just go in a big square. So we'll, from here, we want to leave 2 on the outside, so we'll turn this way and do the same thing this way. I don't have enough stairs for that now, although I do have enough to like continue a little bit. Okay, it's kind of harder to see the water with the shaders. Obviously, it's pretty and all, but water is like invisible. I think it looks nice, but it's unless it's like deeper like this. Like, look at this. You could barely see there's water there, which is cool because that's like how water actually looks. But if you're at the wrong angle, it's like, oh, wait, is it there? Is there water? I don't know. There we go. Excuse me. All right. the last little piece here. And guess what, guys? That is almost 20 minutes. That is the next day. I'm going to have to upload this and have it ready to go tomorrow. So this will come out in the future. Let me know what you think of the last one as well. Thank you, guys. I'll be back with our regular on the day of video made tomorrow because, well, not tomorrow. On Monday, I guess, is probably the next day I'll do that because I have a Saturday and Sunday with this. Yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for being here. I'll appreciate you. I'll appreciate you. That didn't make sense at all. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace. Hello and welcome to this series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't actually think I was going to be able to make today's video. Crazy things happened while I was gone. If you guys didn't know, I was not here the last couple days, and I actually like pre-recorded yesterday's video. Basically what happened was my car broke down. I had to rent a car. And now my car's at a dealership waiting to be fixed. And apparently it's going to take like 2 months and cost me a little over $1,000. So it's been a crazy couple days. Let me just put it that way. I was actually, I'm not going to lie. I thought this was not going to happen. I thought I was not going to be here to make this video. But here we are. Welcome, everybody, to Plato's Republic, where we're playing some Minecraft. So yeah, basically the chamber where you put your key in. I have kind of an older car where you still actually use a key basically, and supposedly it does not work anymore. And my key broke actually as well, so that was cool. So overall, not a great couple days in terms of my financial life, but hey, I'm glad to be home and actually able to make a Minecraft video because I totally thought I was going to miss today. And I was like, dang, it made me realize, guys, we need to have a better plan. I need to have a ton of backup videos just in case because there was nothing I could do. If I wasn't able to get home, I did rent a car ultimately to come home. I was like 2 hours away. So it's just awful, awful thing. It's been really annoying. Hey, look at that. This thing is working pretty well. Thank you, Cobb. Appreciate the setup here. But, yeah, anyway, happy to be here. It's 10:30 p.m. I've got to live without a car for a couple of days. I'll figure that out. Don't worry. Listen, life has happened to me so many times. At first, it's a little stressful, yes. But at some point, and this is a good lesson for everybody, when everything goes wrong, if you could just keep your head and stay calm and realize that, hey, this is life and life happens and there's going to be annoying things that happen, I think that's the best thing you can do. What is happening? Why can't I plant here? Is it because it's too dark in this corner? Oh, it's too dark now that I closed everything off. We're going to have to add some, like, torches and stuff to, like, the walls or something. Can I not? Here we go. Let's do this. We got to apparently light up some of these corners or else we won't be able to use all of these wheat fields, which is interesting. I thought, like, these would be enough, but clearly they are not. So this should cover the rest of them, I think. But, yeah, I guess I was getting a little stressed out, I won't lie. I really didn't want this to happen. It's terrible timing in my life. I'm about to move and everything, and I'm like, oh, I don't need the extra funds gone like that. So I won't lie, I was pretty annoyed. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? This is life, and I have to take care of. I have to have a car. I'm so confused. How is there not enough light right here? Are these not enough? Is it because they're high up? Look at that. There's like certain points I can plant it, but not all of it. That's annoying. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I don't know, man. Freaking annoying. If don't get a car, that's my recommendation. Having a car just causes all sorts of issues because then when your car breaks down, you have to take care of it and just the dumbest things, bro. Also, I have a freaking I have a Volkswagen and the problem with Volkswagens is a lot of the parts are like European and I have to order in the part from my thing. It's going to take them like 2 months to get it in because I have to custom make it specifically for my car. Like what? So bruh. Now I will say I got the car on a really good deal from a buddy of mine, which is why I have it. And overall, like I'm coming out on a good end because I just have a car that was cheap for me and has good mileage for the price and everything. So I can't complain too much. But it was not expected. That's for sure. Yeah, honestly, though, the ability, I think I actually have a pretty good ability to just kind of like stay calm, kind of think through my options. And ultimately, like I really have like some good like family around me who help me think through choices and stuff like that. So overall, everything's going to be fine. but it has been a fun couple of days. So enough of that. It was great seeing family and things like that. Really enjoyed that part of the whole trip. I got to spend some extra time with them because I was gone. I had to call into work and be like, hey, listen, I don't have a car to get back for 3 hours. So that was cool. I was able to take a little bit of extra time off for a day and spend some more time with family, which was awesome. I enjoyed that. And then basically just hung out while I waited because that was the thing. It broke on Saturday, and then I had to stay at my family's house till Monday for the car shop to even open to get some quotes. And then the first place that I had taken it to over the weekend was way more expensive than turns out. In this case, the Volkswagen dealership was actually way cheaper. Also, they helped me get my car towed for cheaper, which was nice. So I've heard bad things about like working with dealerships, and I'm not saying it's not all wrong. That's probably true in a lot of cases. But it also seems like maybe it's not always bad. Ooh, look, the grass is growing up here, so we can start getting some grass up here. That's good. Turns out maybe some dealerships can be the better option in some cases. Now, is that always going to be the case? Absolutely not. We all know that. But at least in this case, it seemed like it was a good move to go with the dealership. So shout out to Volkswagen. They took care of me a little better than the alternative. That's probably because it is a Volkswagen. It feels like a car where you could get parts here in the U.S. I bet some other shop would do fine, but there was only literally 2 places that would help me because I have... Oh, no. That's not good. Well, you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Nice. Good news is some of it's not planted, but some of it needed to be harvested. So that was actually a win for us. It saved us some time. We should actually set up like an auto farming system down here where it'll automatically do that with the wheat. I think that'd be a good idea to have set up down here. Now I'm thinking honestly, this system would probably work better if I didn't decide to put the torches too high up because that probably reduces their range. So the lighting would actually be better if I had them down just at this level. So honestly, I know it looks cooler with fences, but I'm thinking we might get rid of that. I'm not sure. I did read a bunch of comments. We've had a couple videos pop off while I was gone the last couple days. Specifically the one about Walmart. A lot of people had some strong opinions on. People talking about how the working conditions and hours and stuff are pretty awful at Walmart. I think that happens to most big companies. I'm pretty sure most people at Amazon also kind of hate it. I think they're just a little, maybe a lot controlling in larger settings, mostly just because they kind of push it to the limits. You know, they want to like get the absolute most out of their employees. Some people pointing out that this is all just kind of a symptom of capitalism in general. Yeah, I think that's the problem, right? Is capitalism seems like it could be good, but in a world where it kind of goes unchecked and monopolies are formed essentially and big bad boys become big companies can kind of like grow in their evilness or whatever you want to call it. Ultimately, I think that's the problem with yes. Has there been a better system so far? No. Are we happy to just accept that capitalism is the best perfect system? I don't know if we should be or if we are. So that's one interesting thought I saw with the whole, with the video on Walmart. I actually am going to be exploring a lot of those ideas in my book that I'm writing. If you're interested, it's linked in my bio. I'm actually doing some rewriting of some of the stuff. That's why there hasn't been a chapter in a couple weeks. Don't worry, there is another one coming. Eventually, I'm going to release them in better form on like Wattpad or Royal Road, things like that. But right now, I'm kind of in my early stages of just figuring out some of the blocky details and making sure that I can write in a way that is good. So, but that's going to be a little bit of the theme in the whole thing, is exploring what that looks like in our world a little bit, as far as like capitalism, is it the best system? What are some of the things that it causes, stuff like that. So I'm excited to talk a little bit more about that in that story, but it's also going to be a difficult one because I think it's easy to criticize and hard to come up with solutions. I think I was talking about this in one of my other videos where I want the ending to end up essentially, I think potentially the best way as humans to even like coexist and like work together as a society is in little groups of society, having essentially kind of like a village system a little bit. So that'll be interesting to see how I approach that in the story. But yeah, this is just darker. Ari, you're fine. I love you. You're okay. Chill. You're okay. Chill. Chill. Good boy. So yeah. But yeah, we are currently getting a bunch of the sugar cane set up, and the reason we're doing this is just because we want to be able to enchant. So luckily, Cobb did us a favor, and he brought us and made us this farm, so that'll help us get the what is it? The leather that we need, and it's actually been super useful. We did pay him 10 diamonds for it, so it's not like he did it for free or anything, but what the heck is that guy doing? Hold on. We have to go say hi. Come back here. You dare approach the Tower of Doom? Hello? I don't think I can hear you. I don't know why, but hello. How are you, Panda? By the way, guys, I don't think I'm actually going to call it the Tower of Doom. That's just the first thing I thought of. It doesn't really make sense. All right, well, good to see you, Panda. Apparently his microphone is messed up right now, but let's continue getting our sugar cane so we can get some enchantments. I'm not going to do, I don't think I'm going to do mending, by the way, so that is one thing. But what I am going to do is get unbreaking so that our stuff will last at least a little bit longer. So that is one of the main enchants we're going to have to grind out. And we're also going to do it all through enchantments like this rather than like villagers. So that's going to be interesting. So we need to have a good enchantment setup.
I was muted.
There we go. What's up, dude? Hey, I did borrow some sugar cane. I don't know if you want. Yeah, I appreciate you offering.
That's fine. I borrowed some wheat from you. So...
Oh, nice. Perfect. We both got something out of it. You like my checkerboard pattern?
I do like it.
Thank you. I am recording, by the way, but
yeah, it's fine.
Dude, what was that?
I said I probably won't stay for.
Oh, you're good. You're welcome to hang around as long as you want. I had a crazy weekend. My car broke down and I was stuck. Oh, wait, you already know this. I told you.
I heard part of it. I don't know the whole story.
Yeah, it's been a freaking pain, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? How's your area coming along, dude? Do you want to give us a little tour of what you've done so far?
I've mostly been working on gear.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to sleep real quick. Oh, frick.
Sure.
Whoops.
How many levels do you have?
How many levels? I am level 33. Why do you ask? Do you want me to enchant something for you?
No. I got plenty of enchants, and I have a speed farm, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have a lot of work to do as far as I'm still. I haven't got a single enchanted book yet, so that's what I'm setting up my enchanting for. That's why I have this sugarcane farm.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that. Oh Jesus.
Are you trying to kill me right now?
No, I would never. Oh, actually, here, have one of these.
Oh well, thank you. Appreciate it.
I have 6.
Whoa.
So...
From what? The trial chamber?
In city.
Oh,
Not
okay.
in city.
6 enchanted golden apples. You know those are rare, right?
Yeah, I got 7 from a deep dark.
Holy, that's actually crazy. Is that how it's supposed to be? That feels broken.
No, I got all of those. No, it's not supposed to be that much. It's supposed to be like average 2.
Yeah, you got 7 in 1.
The rarest armor trim. I basically got all of the, or I did get all of the armor trims.
So it's just the most goated end city of all time.
Well, it was a, like I said, ancient city.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. I feel like that's still a really good ancient city.
Yeah.
Yo, can we whoa, he's flying. We should go look at your place. I want to check it out.
Cool.
Have you done any more building at all?
I've done like barely anything today. I've got a little bit of terraforming started.
I haven't seen it for a couple days, though, so I'm curious. I don't know if I've ever seen anything at all.
It's kind of the same.
Gotcha. Yeah, you weren't on the other day. I had a whole episode. I don't know if you've been watching any of my stuff,
Yeah,
but oh, did you? Okay.
yeah, I've been keeping up with most of it.
Nice. We showed Slip the end.
Nice.
Unfortunately, my horse has died. One Cobb gave me. Have you seen how high Cobb's horse jumps?
I saw that it was like pretty decent. It's like 3.5, right?
No, it's like almost 5. It's kind of crazy. Nice. I didn't want that guy to follow us.
I thought Max was 4.
No, Max is 5 apparently. But we should go. I want to show you that thing. It's crazy. Gotta be careful.
I got like
die. Oh, hold on.
Minutes, but...
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if this thing's gonna lightning strike.
Oh, I already killed it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, that was.
Dang, I was at a saddle. I'd ride that thing.
You can craft it now.
Oh yeah, they changed it so you can craft it now. Huh? That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, that might be in the next version, though. I'm not 100% sure.
Gotcha. Yo, 3 now, dude.
Yeah, I just keep finding them. You can have one if you want. 10 diamonds.
10 diamonds.
Yeah.
Can I have one with a saddle for 10 diamonds?
Sure. Why not? Actually,
11 diamonds. Oh. What do I need to? Isn't it just like glass and leather or something?
Yeah, probably.
I'll craft myself one.
Okay.
You don't have a lead. I should have brought a lead. Oh, I have a lead. Perfect. What is it?
Okay.
Is this how you get down?
This is not a bubble elevator, so I want you to take this and riptide down.
Okay.
I need it back.
So do you want me to throw it up when I'm done?
I don't know. I have respiration.
Yo. Oh, an XP farm.
Yep.
Yo. Does it work pretty well?
Put that together last
Love how you have diamonds on each side of it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Hyper
Over
potions.
4 stacks right now.
Lava chicken. Is that like a movie reference?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Nice. That's pretty sick. Is this your mine over here?
Yeah.
Or just storage system?
This is for mining resources, building at least.
Gotcha. Nice. Well, that's pretty cool. Dude, I never thought about that. You don't even need a freaking... With this, you don't need a bubble elevator.
Yeah. I also... I genuinely...
Alright, I actually didn't hear what you said.
Fully and sell it to you.
I didn't hear what you said because I was going up too fast.
I have 8 tridents right now. If you
want
one fully enchanted, I'll sell you one.
How much?
We could say 32 diamonds, and I'll go get it.
30?
It's not done yet. 32 diamonds, and I'll get you a fully enchanted riptide.
You know how many diamonds I have right now?
How many?
21. I'm poor. I had to spend 10 diamonds on Cobb. No, I gotta give you 10 for my happy guess. Here, I'll give you 10 for now for a happy guess. How about that?
You gotta do it on your own, but
what, enchant it on my own? Can I enchant it at an enchanting table?
You can, but I would suggest you put mending on this.
Wait, what was that? Did I just give you iron or something? Whoa, you are rich, dude. What the frick? Holy. Look at all those diamonds.
I have a stack and 10 put off to the side for my netherite set, so.
Alright, well, there's 10 diamonds for the ghast. I do want one of these guys.
Can I get the riptide 3 back?
Hold on one second. Come here, buddy boy.
Here.
Oh, wait. Can I try with the riptide? I'll give it back. I just want to try this.
Yeah. You can try it.
Oh, whoops. I hit him. That's not good.
Yeah, you can't hit those things.
Oh, frick. Oh, dang it. Okay, let's see. This is hard. Without hitting him, it's like, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Okay, well, I got him. Just not with the... totally separately from the riptide. Oh, that's funny. Yo, thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You're
And
gonna
thanks
want
for
to
the
put
trident.
mending on that, but
Well, here's the thing. Is there a way to repair it? Because I'm actually not
I don't think
using.
so.
Okay, you better
Unless
just
you want to
take it.
combine it with another trident,
I'm
you
not
can't.
using mending this season beginning, so you can have that back.
Ooh.
Here you go.
What if I put mending on it for you?
Uh, but then how much? How much for mending? I'm poor. I'll give you a
For
diamond.
mending? Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Thanks, bro. There you go.
I'll
I'll put it on
I'll just
myself
give you
if you
the.
just want to give me the book. What a nice guy. You're
Uh,
like trying to do business with me. You're like, here, how about Hello, welcome to the series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. And today's like day 20, I don't know, 26 or something like that. And my buddy just gave us a happy ghast, which is sick. Last episode, if you haven't seen it, check it out. We're gonna take him home. That's the first thing we're gonna do today. Boop. He also apparently, supposedly, oh wait, let's look and see here. He said he got me a trident just for fun because he wanted to give me one. I don't know if he put it in a chest or if he wants to be online when I get it or something. It's very possible. Yeah, because I'm not, yeah, I don't think it's here. That's all right. Honestly, I don't use tridents that much. He uses them all the time, and he wanted me to try using it more often. So he was like, here's the trident. And he was going to give it to me, but then I had to get off, unfortunately. But anyway, welcome to the series, everybody. I'm Plato, if you don't know who I am, and we're just here playing some Minecraft. We play on this server called Forevercraft, where we play every day for the rest of my life. That's kind of the idea. But also the server is just an ongoing server where we never reset our builds. Like we have our same builds forever. That being said, we are in a new area because we kind of started a new season where we kind of go off and leave all of our stuff behind for a while. And this is the area we chose, which honestly is a pretty beautiful area. I think it's really nice. It was picked by Cobb, who is another member of the server. He's building his stuff over there. Apparently, he has a house built up there. I probably have to get close to like render it in. But I'll have to go check that out at some point. He also has a ridiculously high jumping horse, which is interesting. Today was an interesting day. I'm still kind of like recovering from the crazy weekend I had where my car broke down and everything. But the support on my videos lately has been insane. A couple of my videos kind of popped off. Thank you guys for enjoying those. Honestly, I'm really enjoying this series. Although some days playing every day is easy. Recording and having something interesting to say, not as easy. And some days we end up just kind of playing Minecraft, and some days we talk about the most random topics. It's a little bit of both, I would say. Let's leave our ghast here since we already have a post. We also need to go ahead and feed our cows here as well. We kind of do this every episode because it's the only way we're going to get enough, enough of this leather that we need. We actually need a ton of leather. Mostly because we haven't got any enchants yet, and I'd like to get started on some bookshelves. So we're not only growing our leather stores and cow stores, we're also getting our sugarcane on top of this here. We also have been gathering a bunch of sand and getting glass and stuff together, but I was thinking today we might actually go and try to get some black dye from one of my farms in the world. That way we can start our giant walls, because I want this to be like a giant skyscraper. And in order to do it, I need a ton of black glass, and I just really don't feel like killing a bunch of squids. And I already have a farm in the world, so I think we're gonna go and use that. I think is the plan. It looks like I fed these as much as I can. There is a limit to them. It looks like we're getting about 10, maybe a little bit more per feeding of them, 10 leather or something like that. Shout out to Cobb again for making that farm for us. It's pretty sick. Let's also go ahead and harvest our sugar cane for the day and plant. We got to finish planting this other layer. We kind of started another section over here, but we need to do a little bit more. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at this. He gave us some iron, he gave us some emeralds, and a trident. Glorious. And it has mending. I actually told him I'm not using mending. I was hoping I could use it off of this, but apparently now you have to be like in the water for it to work. Thank you, Panda. If you guys don't know Panda, he's another member of the server. He wanted to give this to us just because he's a nice... Oh my... I'm going to die. I'm going to die. So, that worked way better than than I expected it to? What the frick, bro? Oh, no. I had 33 levels, dude. Well, luckily we're not anywhere close to we're not anywhere close to enchanting just because we don't have the bookshelves and stuff anyway. So I guess it's not that big of a deal, though I'm a little sad about that. Okay, so we have to be very careful with this freaking trident because this thing is strong. It will make us fly. How do I use it without dying? Oh. Okay, so I need to get some feather falling boots is what I'm learning right now because we can barely use this thing. I tried to like hardly use it right there. Oh my goodness. That's awesome though. What an excellent tool we have here. Thank you so much, Panda. That's best to use over water or with elytra, it seems. Currently, you'd think after all these years of playing Minecraft, I would know a little bit more, but apparently I get surprised still and die. Sweet barrel though. Also, I thought I had some buckets here when we died. Did it like fall off the edge or something, or did we like leave our buckets somewhere else? Because I do not have buckets anymore. I don't know what happened to them. Let's put this in the ground so we can store some stuff in there. I guess we've got to craft some more buckets because I don't remember placing them anywhere, but I just don't have them. They don't exist in my inventory. Oh look, we got some glass all cooked up. Perfect. Let's keep our glass. You know what? We're gonna use this for the glass because I want to keep my glass together. Once we get our black dye that we're gonna go get today, we're gonna need a ton of that. Oh, there it is. Perfect. I knew I had some more. Yeah, we're going to need so much glass when we're ready to finally start working on this bad boy. Throw that in our offhand. And to the end we go, I suppose. Oh, no. First buckets. Let's plant the rest of the sugar cane, and then we'll go to the end. Because that's where I have my farm, right? We're going to need some blocks, though, to get where I want to go. So we're going to have to be careful. Got a couple buckets. It would be nice to just get up on top of this with that trident though. Maybe I should set up some proper like usage points for it, and then I could actually use it in a way that's not going to kill me. If I had a plan for when I use it, it could be actually great. Okay, I swear I had other buckets, but they apparently disappeared, so that's okay though. We only need a couple more bucketfuls here, like so. Perfect. And then we'll be good to go. The end, honestly, apparently we have an end portal here. I'm actually not familiar with where that is. I wish Panda was on. I would ask him. Apparently, he found another end portal in this area of the world. But we need to travel from here where we are all the way over. Where the frick is it? All the way over. Oh my goodness, this world's so big. I forget where everything is. I'm starting to learn that. Oh, over here. Wow, what a freaking big world we have. And it's starting to become more and more difficult to know where everything is because I'm exploring more and more areas with my buddies who are doing a lot more in the world. And so that's a whole level that I didn't even expect. We're gonna have to figure out some good mapping systems because right now, I mean, I know how to get places. Well, that was not what I intended to do there. I know how to get places. That's not really the problem. But when I look at the map, there's just so much on this thing that it's like, okay, so where is even my bases and stuff? I don't even know what this is. That's so far out there. It's very interesting to see the world grow at the pace it's actually growing because having new people definitely increases the range at which you see things. So, okay, we're going to run out of time to even go to the end if I don't hurry this up. Stop jabbering and get to work, Plato. I do think maybe on the weekends or something, I'm actually planning on maybe doing some longer videos. I'll probably do like maybe an hour video here or there, something like that. Just randomly long sessions, especially when I'm going to be playing with other people on the server. I think it's more fun to just record like an hour or something. I don't know. Maybe that defeats the purpose of the challenge because like it's always like record one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. And I guess, you know, now that I think about it, I kind of like the limitation of that because one, it allows me to do stuff in the world. But it too kind of keeps it to a minimal like amount of time every day that allows me to do other things that I have as goals in my life. So I don't know, maybe we won't do longer videos now I think about it. What I for sure will do though is kind of compile these into movies. Basically, is what I'm thinking. My buddy does that, and he said it works really well for him on YouTube, and also it just sounds like a good way to put out the content for people who want to consume it in a different way, basically. All right, we have used all the water we need for now. So we're gonna get rid of that. We may need to get more water at some point, but I have a little underneath here. I have a little spot with 3 infinite water hole, I guess is what you want to call it. Okay, perfect. So that's growing now. All right, let's head to the end, I guess. That's the next objective. Wow. I landed like right on the edge of that, and so I didn't actually break my grass or my wheat, so that's pretty sick. I expected to break that immediately. Apparently I did not, which is awesome. We're going to need some more room in our inventory, though, so let's go ahead, put a bunch of stuff away. It's nice to be able to just automatically sort that, by the way. Check that. Isn't that sick? Good. It'd be sad to lose any of this stuff, but if we die, we die. I don't think we're going to. I think we'll be all right. We have a bucket of water, and we have a trident, so if we need to... That seems dangerous. I don't think we should be doing it that way. The other thing I want to see if we have, though, is a bunch of dirt or something that I don't really care too much about, but we can build across something with. Well, shoot. I guess we could use moss. Moss is like an easy block to place. Do you think 2 stacks is enough? We'll bring a stack of cobble as well, just in case we need it. Okay, nice. Oh, and then we're probably also going to need a boat, because that's how we get quickly around our world, because we have a boat path. So I wasn't really planning on going to the end, but I think this is just a useful thing to do. Having that black dye is going to be insane. I don't have a shulker box, so we're only going to be able to carry as much as I can have on me. So we might end up needing to go back and get more at some point. So I guess that's a limitation in of itself. Let's sleep real quick, though. I really don't feel like running into any mobs right now. I have diamond armor, but it turns out that is not enough to protect you. You think that diamond armor is good until you start getting attacked by mobs and you realize, oh, there's a lot more needed for this. We should really put our water somewhere else. That's actually kind of annoying. Here, let's do this. Water, and grass. There we go. Perfect. That's much better. Now, I also want to hang around this area at some point a little more, because we have... Oh, perfect. Yeah, see, we got grass starting to grow up here, and I want to get a whole grass floor up here, but this is going to take a while to spread at this rate, because we only spent 20 minutes online. Ooh! Hold up. Cobb made a house. Look at that. Look at that house up there. Yo, that's actually sick. Off in the distance. Dude, I love playing on a server. Like... this used to be my single player world, and I switched it to a server quite a long time ago, just as a it's called Forevercraft. And it's so cool to play with other people and see the cool things they do. It's honestly inspiring and more fun. Like, you obviously feel like you're like in a lived in world, which is really cool. Cobb is also quick as heck. Like, he gets stuff done fast. I'm always very impressed with him. And his builds always look so cool as well. So I'm a little jealous on his building skills at the speed at which he does it. I'm probably the slowest builder on the server, if I'm being honest. I like some of the stuff that I turn out with looks cool, but it definitely takes me longer than it takes some of the others. And I think they're just more dedicated at the end of the day. Turns out dedication makes a big difference. I'm not actually 100% sure where this portal is. It's on like some stony shore. Honestly, it might be that one over there. I think it might be over there. But it might also be over here where this stone is. There's like a hole in the side of the rock. And clearly I'm not familiar with this area like the other guys are, because they took us somewhere at one point. He made like a nice little area. It looks like a nice little cave. I feel like it's not over here. This doesn't seem right. I swear it was like a nicer area. Yeah, I have a feeling it's that one over there. Let's go check. Luckily, I've got a boat, so we can get there pretty quick. But anyway, yeah, guys, life has been chill. Because my car's in the shop for the next 2 months, I'm actually running/walking to work, which is nice because ultimately, like, I have been running every day anyway. But this kind of like doubled my mileage a little bit, because it's like 3.5 miles to work. I've been doing 2 miles out, walking 2 miles back. So I've been running 2 miles, walking 2 miles. But now I have to go all the way to work, which is 3.5 miles. So I'm like walking to work 3.5 miles in the morning. Today I ran back 3 miles. And I'm actually excited to see. I know that technically, like, I should be upset that my car is broken. But for a while now, I've been kind of annoyed that I've had a car that's fully functioning, because back in the day, I used to walk everywhere, and honestly, I miss the slow paceness of it. I miss the health of it. Like, there's some really big benefits to walking everywhere. So I'm actually excited to take advantage of that while I have it. All right, cool. This is gonna be dangerous. I have a feeling. let's see. Also, I don't know how to fully get back to my to the end. I guess we'll find out once we get a little ways here. Things can spawn in the Nether right now though, which is frustrating. I would be going a lot faster, but unfortunately, I have this like weird lag issue. I wonder if that's the end. Like it totally could be the end. I don't think it is though. Yeah, my internet's really fast, but there's something to do with routing. I guess someone told me where like they kind of throttle like I don't know, like I have really fast download and upload speed, but for whatever reason, playing Minecraft or gaming things like that, it just has these little hiccups like here where it gets stuck for a second. And it's a really annoying, wonky issue. I wish I could solve it. Maybe someday. I'm going to be moving soon, actually. So it very might well be the solution to my problem is just moving somewhere else. I don't know if the best way to do this is just to go to, like, I honestly don't know where this one might be. I mean, we could check this. Let's check. I don't know where this goes, to be honest. Let's go see. Maybe this goes to the end. These are mostly Cobb's portals, and he has them set up in different places. Oh, no, this is Cobb's base. Okay, well, that's not it. Dude, I wish I knew. He definitely has one portal that goes to it somewhere. Where it is, I'm not sure. The good thing is I know how to get to my portal, so I guess that's probably what we'll do. We're pretty close back to my area here anyway. I have a feeling that's just farther that way, though, is the end. So the problem is this is my area, right? It's a big old... Oh, boy, that's bad. That's real bad. This is what I was worried about. I'm definitely going to die. Okay, now run. Run! How hard can he shoot that far? Oh, my goodness, bro. Okay, he's in the boat. The boat saved me. Oh, my goodness, that's scary. Yeah, there's a whole lot of mobs in here where I'm building my giant train station. Oh, I should not be getting so close. I'm still one shot to a bow right now. Can I shoot him? I don't have any arrows. That's unfortunate. Oh my goodness, look at me. I am an absolute wreck. I should have brought more food. I have freaking 7. I'm dead, bro. I should have grabbed more food. I guess I could grab some when we go to my, because we're going to my portal here in a second. We're going back to my base. Ooh, oh, nice. I thought he was actually in there already. He was not indeed in there, but I can't wait to finish this build though. I think this is already like a 6 start, and when I'm done with this, I think it's gonna look really cool. All right, cool. Here we go. Now, I know how to get where I need to go from here, so that's the good news. Where does this go? Each of these go to a different spot. I actually forget where this... I think we'll find out in a second, I guess. I don't know what this connects to. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. Do I have a... Oh, yes. And then, okay, so if I go up to the top of my tower... By the way, this is my home base where I've done a ton of work in my world. What? I always forget to fill in that glass there. I thought when I first built this tower like 7 years ago that I had all the glass put in. And I just missed one window that looks kind of like these. And I just need to finish it, honestly. Dude, it's fun to explore my world as... Almost, it feels like I'm almost a visitor because we've started fresh in the area. I'm not really taking anything from here. It almost feels like I'm a visitor to the whole area, which is fun. I actually like that vibe. That being said, we do need to go to the end, and I believe my portal for that is out here. It's crazy how much farther everything is when you... I swear there's a portal out here. What? Am I going the wrong way? Oh, yes, it's this one. Okay. It's way different when you are playing with Elytra. Like, everything is so much farther away without Elytra. This feels like I should be there already. Oh, we're going to run out of food, too. Honestly, I might need to kill some cows and stuff before we, like, go into the portal. It's the end portal, that is. Just feels like it might be safer. Let's see. I do think I have some like cows and stuff here that I could probably take out. We'll have to cook them up and stuff as well. This might be a 2-episode excursion, to be honest, because there's the portal right there. I just feel like I really should have some more food before we go. That being said, I did like start building stuff over here and setting stuff up. I'm wondering. Oh, I forgot he's here too. There might. Oh yes, I have some cows. Perfect. I might even have some food over here. There's a bed. Because I was, like, surviving here for a while as, like, a fresh start, sort of. Sorry, buddies. This is my favorite way to make a pen, by the way. Just put it in the hole. I'm pretty sure it's been so long, but I think I have like a setup over here in the mountain, like a little cave with some like a mine and stuff. Do I have shulkers over here and stuff? I don't even know. So this eventually is going to be like an Asian area that I plan on making. This is going to be like a Mulan inspired area. So, oh yes, we might even have food here. Look at this. We've got a bunch of chests. I think there's even a villager in here. Yeah, that's so funny. I think I was going to set a villager trait. Oh, anyway, it's the end of the video, guys. So I got to unfortunately let you go. This is going to have to be a 2-episode excursion to the end. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh, wait, we still have 10 seconds. Okay. Is there any food? That's my biggest question. Leather, I'll take that. There's no food. Are you kidding me? Okay, we're just going to have to cook up what we... Hello, and welcome to the series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. This is Forevercraft, and today we are going to the end because we've been there before in this world, to be clear. We're playing on a world where I have been playing this world for 5+ years at this point, I think. I think it's been 5 years, something like that. And I have a farm in the end, and I'd like to go get it, personally. Well, I'd like to go to the farm, specifically to get some black dye. So that's what we're doing today. I just realized we have an ender chest here, and I didn't have one set up anywhere else. There is water down there, so I'm a little scared, but we should be able to jump straight into that. So that's very exciting. Let's do it. Yay. Imagine I just like miss and hit the wood or something. All right, cool. So this is my project in the end. I did this a long time ago. I need to be careful. I'm jumping around like crazy. Okay, hold up. I actually do have one resource pack, though, that I want to add. I got this recently. Look at that, dude. It's Appa. Isn't that so sick? Yo, Appa. Come here, buddy. I just love that texture so much, dude. Anyway, we're going to go to one of the farms. The question is, where is this farm? It's through one of the portals that I set up a while ago. Guys, I actually have been thinking a lot about Lord of the Rings and how it impacts my... Dude, he even sounds like Appa. They changed the noise. How do I... Come here, buddy. I want to... Come here. I want to ride Appa, dude. Yes. Yo. No way, dude. That is so sick. I love it. And you still can tell where you can walk and stuff. Because, look, you can kind of see the outline of it. You have to be careful, though, because you can't step on his head or anything, I assume, because that doesn't actually exist in the game. So, oh, that's so sick. I love this, dude. This is the best texture I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to whoever made this. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. Sorry, I don't actually know. Anyway, one of these portals, I think it's this one. I could be wrong. In fact, let's see. Maybe it shows... Oh, yes, there it is. Okay, perfect. So it is this far right one over here, or left one. Anyway, yeah, I just finished listening to the first Lord of the Rings, and honestly, it's been both inspiring and difficult because, like, I'm trying to be a writer myself. I mean, I've written a little bit here and there. I'm trying to do more writing, and on one hand, it's like, this is very inspiring. It's like, this is the best thing I've maybe ever read as far as, like, just a long freaking book goes. The way he describes things, like, he gets away with being very descriptive because it's just so beautiful listening to what he comes up with. And you also know that he's kind of the grandfather of, like, fantasy, if that makes sense. And so, so that's awesome. But also, on the other hand, I'm like having a hard time writing at the same time as reading it because all I do is compare myself. I know that's ridiculous. Why would you compare yourself to one of the most revered writers of all time? But ultimately, it's like I feel like I can't not, just because, like, I guess there's the want of being a great writer myself, right? And that has some impact on that. But we're gonna need some water here. Let's see. Can I swim now? There we go. Oh, yep. And okay, what's the best way to? I need to start swimming. I guess we didn't do it high enough. Hold on. We got grab a bucket of that again. Maybe if we put like that, put the water above us. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Oh, that was scary. Okay. You know what I didn't think about? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. This is very scary because I just realized now to get down there, one, we have to jump down into that water, and 2, we have to be able to get back through a portal. Although now that I think about it, the good news is we have a bucket and there is water down there. The question is, can I make that jump? I am very scared. I feel like I might not be able to make this jump, you guys. I mean, I don't have that much stuff on me. If we have to like refresh, then it is what it is. Oh, I wish I had water bucket on me. I should have gotten another water. Oh my goodness, you can see the ship from all the way over here. That's actually kind of sick. Because of one of the mods I'm using, you can see really far. Okay. All right, I guess we're gonna have to go for it. This can be a freaking long jump. I feel like we're about to die. I feel like we're about to die, you guys. Oh no. Oh my gosh, we made it. We actually made it. Are you kidding me? Oh! Oh, that scared me. Okay, so apparently, why is he shooting me? He should be shooting the chicken. He should be shooting the chicken. No. There is a wither over there, so that's one thing. But he should not be shooting me, right? Okay, well. So this was a bad plan. That was a bad plan to go to the end. Serves me right for trying to use my farm. What? He should be shooting the chicken there. I wonder if that thing broke or something. All right, Appa, let's go for a ride. Oh, man. That was unexpected. I won't lie. I didn't think I was going to die there. So he kind of just reset it. Oh, come back. Come back. Oh, I just realized he doesn't have... I don't have a... Okay, I need to make a saddle for this guy. I don't have a saddle for this one. Does anybody know how to make a saddle? Honestly, don't even remember. Well, I guess we died and lost our stuff, so that's pretty cool. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. Well, good thing is we do at least have some cobblestone, so we're not starting from square one. We do have some stone tools and stuff like that. That's very sad. Are you kidding me? Oh, hold on. Let's look up a saddle. Oh, there it is right there. A harness is what it's called. Glass, wool, leather. I actually think we might have that unless we had this stuff on us. For sure we have some glass. We got that. 1 piece of wool. So we need more wool. That's the next thing. Oh, I have a saddle. That's cool. And leather. There is, I believe we have some leather out there, so we can go get that. Let's get some wool. Or is it just 1 piece of wool? It might be actually just one. Yeah, I think it is 1 piece of wool. We'll be fine. Anyway, J.R.R. Tolkien, master of writing. I'm comparing myself to him like a dummy. Don't do that. And honestly, I was thinking about this because I really want to just get better at writing. And it's really hard because I kind of get scared of like releasing work when I know it's not my best. But at the same time, I think the best thing to do, especially since I kind of want to treat this series that I'm writing as a serial, I think I just got to forget about it. Nice. There we go. I think I just got to forget about the whole worry of... Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go down. Of, like, comparison and everything. And just freaking write. I think I'm going to stop doing revising and stuff. Like, I've been doing a ton of revising. Come back. Come back, Appa. Please. Where are you going, sir? How am I supposed to... There we go. Nice. I think I'm just going to start releasing chapters and just freaking slamming them out. And if I need to go back and change something for like continuity or whatever, sure, I'll do it. But ultimately, I'm like just enjoying the idea of just getting better at writing through time and through repetitions. And I don't know, it kind of intrigues me in that way. And also, I can always go back and do some major rewrites if I want to like really polish the story. For now, I think I just want to write the story in the long run, if you know what I mean. Oh, dude, this is sick. I wish that I could zoom out a little farther to see Appa a little better. I should get like a mod that lets me like zoom out even farther. Because this... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's as far as it goes, yeah. I used to have a different zoom mod that would let you kind of zoom out farther, but... Dude, guys, look at this house that Cobb made, by the way. Isn't this sick? So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of like refocus on my writing in terms of just getting stuff on the page and releasing it. So if you're interested in reading the book I'm talking about, or the web series I'm talking about, it's linked in my bio. I'm probably going to be releasing a new chapter here in just a couple days. And it's going to be probably, here's what I'm going to say. I think it's going to be bad writing, and I'm okay with that. I think I actually want to kind of preface the idea of the book by saying it's bad writing. But the cool thing is, just like this series where I'm uploading every day, I'm writing every day, right? And so one second, guys. All right, I'm back. Oh look, there is a creeper fighting a zombie down there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe I have, but it's just kind of weird. Let's get up a little bit higher where we're not at risk of monsters trying to kill me. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Cobb, I swear I didn't hurt. Oh, Appa, you're. I was trying to walk on your head, dude. Goodness, I almost died right there. Cobb, please have some. I almost fell in lava. This is. I am having a rough go of it today, guys. This is ridiculous. This is why I like to play endgame and stick to endgame, because I tend to do better when I have unlimited materials and good armor and stuff. I just love that. That's Appa, though. I think it's so much better than just having. Cobb, I will pay you back if I take any food here. I'm starving right now. Cobb, do you not have anything? No food. Okay, well, we're just gonna try to make it back to my house. It's dark. I have no armor and no food. So come here, Appa. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my goodness, dude. Come here. Yes, go, fly, you fools. Okay, anyway. Lord of the Rings, fantastic. Feeling terrible about my own writing, but also inspired to get better. Therefore, I think that's what I've determined is the best course of action. Oh, Ari. The best course of action is just to do a lot of writing. Well, I guess we're going to have to figure out black dye for this, you guys. The plan was to get black glass via my farm. That's why we even went to the end. But ultimately, that's not going to work right now. So I don't even know what the best course of action to take here is. All I know is we need black dye, and so I guess we're going to be doing a whole lot of ocean, like, fishing for... there's an ocean over there, so we can use that one. But we need to get a lot of squids, basically. I think it's going to be the only way to go about this, so that's unfortunate. I had better plans. Dude, I am 2.5 hearts. I'm not gonna lie. I expected to be alive longer than that. Especially once I hit the ground. Once I actually jumped in the water, I thought I had like made it. I was like, heck yeah, we're good, baby. And then Minecraft happened, and craziness struck, and it was way different than I expected everything to be. There's also tons of mobs out here. I really think that I need to figure out something here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. There we go. It's going to be easier if we can just tie him up. Okay. Try to sneak past all the monsters at my house. And then we're going to get some wheat. We're going to eat some food. And we're going to be chilling. So, yeah, I think that kind of goes to say, I think the best, in my opinion, the things I've gotten better at over time in life has always been the things that I could just spend time every day working on. I'm going to die. Oh, shoot. I'm going to also ruin my field. Please, spider, please. I'm not trying to fight you, dude. Oh, there's also a skeleton. Oh. There's also a creeper outside. This is... Okay, I'm learning my house is not actually that good. Are they going to attack me? Dude, it's bright out. Is it because you're underneath a roof? That's kind of stupid. They're spawn camping me, bro. This is unfair. Get out of here, dude. Oh my gosh. These guys are freaking annoying. Goodness gracious, dude. Everything has been destroyed. I thought I had a setup, and now I feel like we're just... Oh no, dude. This is the worst thing that could happen right now. Let's try to lead him outside and just explode him outside. There's no way I'm going to be able to kill him without a weapon, so let's just try to avoid further damage of my house. Okay, that's too close. He's going to sneak around the corner and just explode. Come here, buddy boy. This is not how I expected today to go. All right, boop, and really, maybe I'll actually be able to kill him. I didn't expect to, but yo, apparently I'm just goated. We're gonna punch the creeper to death with seeds. Oh, really, dude? He probably had to have been like one hit left. That's quite ridiculous. Oh, wow. Anyway, fun day. This is what happens when you play Minecraft every day and you're not prepared. Sometimes things go off the rails, and you know what though? The good news is we have food. We've got stone, so we can we need to get some better tools. We need to get some better armor, some better enchants. It's actually a real problem at this point when that is the direct cause of us dying. I thought we were gonna be fine. First of all, that farm did not used to work that way. I used to be able to be down there without getting attacked by a wither, so I don't know what changed. I don't know if it was an update or something that changed it, or if it was just purely the fact that I don't know. Maybe I fell down next to it in a weird way or something. That's not how it used to be, I swear. So I've got to do some research. Maybe that farm is broken. Or maybe the chicken like despawned or died or something. That's also possible, I guess, although I don't know why that would happen. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So we'll have to figure that out. Hopefully the farm still works, though, because that was my best source of black dye. And I don't want to figure it out another way. Although I do think that some other people on the server probably sell black dye, so it's not that big of a deal. In fact, we could probably go to one of their bases and buy it from one of their old base season areas. So I guess we could do that, and rather than try to farm it or just go out into the ocean and get a bunch of squid, because that honestly does not sound appealing at all. That's why we were even going to my farm. I think it's just going to be a mistake. So anyway, the moral of the story today is that I want to reinvest in reinvigorate myself writing wise by just doing spam writing, basically. Uh-oh. We really need armor, but I just don't. We might have some iron or something. I feel like I had most of my iron on me, if I'm being honest, which is really unfortunate. We don't even have coal. Honestly, if we want coal, we should probably just mine like at this level. Let's do that. Iron and coal will be like up higher towards here, so. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just spam writing, get better by putting out a ton. Here, let's. There we go. I'm using a mod. It adds light so I can see and so you guys can see. It makes it more enjoyable for all of us. Let me just put it that way, okay? Dude, it's been a long day. I actually, so you know how my car's in the shop? I told you guys that yesterday. Well, now I am walking to work, and it's like 3.7 miles. So honestly, I'm pretty exhausted. It's only 8:21 p.m., but I think I'm going to go to bed soon because I have to get up at like freaking 5:30 to start walking to work. And then this morning, I literally got up at 3:30, and I started walking at 4:30 to work because it's like an hour and 15 minutes away because also it was snowing like crazy today. Although I am using it to just get my running done, which is nice. I didn't really expect to do that, but it's actually been kind of peak because by the time I'm home, I already have my running done because I just run on my way home. So that's been sick. I actually enjoy that aspect of it. In fact, I'm really learning to enjoy running. I never thought I would say that, but especially today, I could feel the enjoyment of it, and that is an exciting thing because I didn't really see that coming, if I'm being honest. It feels kind of like I've heard people say like when they go to the gym, it's like a good way for them to like decompress and feel relaxed. And I can honestly relate. I feel like a lot of my stresses go away when I'm running, and so that's been a cool benefit to that. I also feel like I've been less less anxious, been more sleepy when I'm ready to go to sleep. Although it is weird, it like kind of keeps me up towards the like end of like trying to go to sleep, so that's weird. But overall, it seems like it definitely improves my sleep. I feel like I sleep deeper. I don't wake up as often. It is harder to kind of get to sleep, but I've found that hopping in a hot shower right before bed and then like that kind of like, I don't know what it is, but because the heat changed, like that helps me like go to sleep really quickly. So that's nice. I don't know. I've been really inspired about life lately, and I tend to get I tend to have a hard time sleeping when I'm inspired about life, I guess. And I think that's one of the main things that's been hitting me. We're not finding any coal or iron. So this is so far a bust, but we're kind of just having to restart fresh here, which is unfortunate. But you know what? That is what happens in Minecraft sometimes. This is kind of the point where I think a lot of people give up if they've been playing for a while and they lose their stuff or whatever. I definitely know a bunch of friends and stuff who just like, all right, I'm done. I'm good. And I think you have to push past that. You have to get to where you have good gear and stuff. That's when you really unlock the beauty of Minecraft, in my opinion. Once you have like God gear and you don't die, that's when you can accomplish some really cool stuff. So I'm never like too disheartened by dying because I know that it's just one little bump along the road. I mean, I've died, I think 100 and something times. Anyway, thanks guys for being here. It's been a fun episode. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello and welcome to the series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. This is day, I don't like 26 or something like that. I don't actually know. I can't remember. But I actually was working on getting some of my stuff back. If you guys were here last episode, we died. It was unfortunate. However, I was thinking about it, and I think if we just leave everything here, I think we have a chance at maybe getting our stuff back. I just have a good feeling about it. So we're going to try one more time to go to the end, get our stuff back, and get out of there after we get some black dye. I don't know if it's going to work. We totally might just die, and it's all going to be over again. But I think it's worth a shot because we did have a decent amount of diamonds. We probably had like 10 or something like that. Plus we had full diamond armor. I just don't want to give up on that. It is early enough game that those diamonds matter a lot. I was diamond mining a little bit and I got like 5 and it took freaking forever. I was really sad about it. So let's give it another shot. Cobb's house up on the hill looking absolutely gorgeous. Freaking love that. But we're taking a boat with us because not only are we going to the end, but we're taking our boat path to get there. I feel like maybe we need some building blocks, but I don't know. Probably not. The reason I say probably not is because we should have built everything we needed last time we were there. So let's try it. I was going to worry about my accumulated levels, but then I died again. So I don't really care. We're just going to give it a shot. Also, we just went to the end, and I forget now where the portal back to the other part of the world is. I think it's over here. Guys, I've been kind of feeling a little unsure about some of my writing, and I talked about this yesterday where I was kind of like comparing myself too much to some of the better writers out there, specifically because I've been reading really good books and being like, dang, my writing is not anywhere near this good. Why am I spending my time trying to do something with it, right? Well, I thought about it, and I think I want to get over that hump. I feel like I've been trying too hard to just like perfect writing before I release it and stuff. So if you're interested in reading some of my writing, I'm actually going to be posting way more often. I think I'm going to try to do every other day. I think is what I'm going to do, a new chapter every other day. We'll see how that goes, to be fair. Like, I have no clue. It might be awful. Maybe the writing will be terrible. But I think I'm going to commit to a new chapter every other day. And so with that being said, I'm not going to have time to perfect anything. So I decided this website is just going to be basically a first draft website, or at least this version that I'm releasing right now is first draft. So yeah, I'm just going to release it in its first draft form, write a chapter, release it, write a chapter, release it. And I want to post one every other day. So I'm going to start that probably tomorrow will be the first chapter, or this, I guess the 5th chapter of the story I'm writing. But if you are interested, feel free to check it out. Linked in my bio or in my description. It's just the story I've been wanting to tell for a long time. It's actually based in a world that my brother and I kind of came up with. It's about this kind of, it's like our world, but if it was a kind of an alternate timeline almost. And you'll see as you read on. I'm not going to over explain it too much, but just know that that's out there if you're interested. I have honestly really loved writing. I just have gotten to this weird funk spot where like I'm doing a little too self-judgy for what it is, especially early on. It's like my first technically second time writing like a fiction, and I just think I need to like go a little easier on myself. So to all you creatives out there who are especially early on in the process, like this is like expecting me when I was like first starting to get into YouTube videos to be like making master YouTube videos. Even now, like I have a hard time making good YouTube videos, and I've been doing this for like 10 years. So I think I had to take it easier on myself, not expect too much for now at least. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is, okay. Well, okay, that's not exactly how I expected to die. I thought I might die, but I didn't think. I forgot we have mobs, dude. We have mobs turned off usually. Oh my goodness. Apparently we need buttons on that path. 1 second. There you go, puppy. Oh man, do we even try? Let's try one more time. Let's go back one more time. Did I have armor on? I might have armor on even. If I can get past those guys, what should I do? How should I get past them? Should I take a sword or something? I mean, hoglins are impossible at my current like armor level. It's not gonna matter if I have a bow. All right, we're just gonna run. Run! Run! Let's get out of here. But yeah, so take it easy on yourself. Be creative. Try new things, and that's. I'm only saying this because that's what I'm telling myself. I'm really speaking to myself here when I'm talking to you guys about this because I just don't think it's worth like trying to self-critique too much. And also, I think I'm making a mistake because I've been asking people to critique my writing, and I'm starting to think that that was a dumb move because I feel like I was actually writing way more freely before I heard other people's opinions on it. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Can we sleep real quick? There's no bed. Can we sleep real quick, please? Oh, this is bad. I'm just gonna die before I even get going. I should have brought bread. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, there's so. If we die here, we're gonna try one more time. I want to try getting across the bridge. This actually doesn't make sense. It's better to just die right now because I need to get some food. All right, bring food. This time is gonna be better. That was weird. You guys notice how when I died, there was a copper golem? Oh, just sleep. Or the sun just came up. That's weird. There's a copper golem when I died. I don't know what's causing that. That's actually really weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're also gonna grab some. I've got to have some food, right? I swear I had some bread somewhere. Did we bring it all with us? I mean, I can craft some if I need to. Okay, well, we're gonna craft some real quick because we had some out here. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I've just been really thinking about how I want to be more creative. I want to push the bounds of my output a little bit. I think I can do better on that. And so that's how I'm going to do it. We're going to do a chapter every other day. We're going to release them like crazy. Really, dude? He's hiding. Or he has armor on. I don't know which. Is that really all I had? Okay, well, hold on. We're also going to get a bit more. Change of plans, everybody. We're going to do this, but we're going to do it the right way. I don't want to just go and die again. That's a waste of time. So we're going to accomplish this together if we're going to accomplish it. Here we go. Some bread. I also think armor is probably a good idea. So let's grab... Oh, look at that. All that wheat. We have some iron in here. Thanks to Cobb, by the way. He got us set up and going again. Very appreciative of him. He has a farm already, so it wasn't really a big sacrifice for him, but I appreciate the sentiment. So thank you. Okay, chilling. All right, this is it. This is the time. We can eat. We should probably have a sword too, huh? A sword would probably be good, mostly because it's going to allow us to kill those hoglins if they're there again. Do we need anything else? Is there anything else that would even help us? I feel like this is not enough to. I guess like oh. Something we have the stuff for. We could easily do a shield. I never use shields, but I think this is the right move if we want to survive those hoglins. Unless we get knocked off, then we're screwed anyway. All right, we're going to leave everything we don't need behind because we might as well not waste it. I have a feeling this is not going to go so well, but hey, we're going to give it a shot. Keep that, get rid of that. Keep those for building blocks. All right, we have everything we need. Yo, panda's on. Heck yeah. So, yes, if you guys are interested in seeing my writing in my bio, sorry, I don't mean to spam you with that. It's all I've been thinking about today is how I want to write more. I'm already doing a writing challenge, to be clear. So I'm liking the writing challenge because I'm writing every day. But I just haven't been writing much in terms of actual words in my book. I've been writing a lot about what I want to write about because it's kind of like a journal almost as well. I have like multiple journals now at this point because I have this and I have that. So there's multiple levels to that. But on top of that, I really just want to actually write words in the book. And I think you just have to freaking do it. You have to get into it and do it, you know? So that's the plan. No more excuses. No more self-doubt because asking people for their feedback and also comparing myself to other writing. Sometimes you just got to take the jump and create. And ultimately, if this is terrible, I can always excuse it as being first draft. Boom, bam, easy. And then if I want to, go from there into making it better, I totally can. If I feel like this story is worth the extra effort and time, it's a serial, so I can write on forever. Maybe the beginning of the serial, maybe that's part of the story, right? Is the fact that I got a better writer as I went on. I like that idea, actually. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have our sword out. We got our shield at the ready in case we run into any mobs. I think I'm definitely more prepared this time. Makes me very happy. For whatever reason on the server, I lag whenever I hit like these. Well, I'm not even hitting anything. It's just like a lag when I start going too fast on the server. It's kind of weird. I don't know why that happens. It definitely has something to do with me using a VPN. But if I don't use a VPN, then my lag is way worse. So I'm just going to take it and be happy. I'm not even going to be mad. Also, I some of these episodes, I've been thinking about it, right? Like sometimes I obviously want to like have a really profound thing to talk about or interesting things to talk about. But sometimes I am not at all really going to worry about how these videos turn out. And the reason is, I'm really going to be playing Minecraft for a video every single day. And how on earth do I expect myself to like have a planned out thought every day? Obviously, I want to talk about stuff that's interesting to me, things like that. But having like a planned title, thumbnail, all that stuff, it's just not going to happen. And so that's kind of what the result of this is, right? This is like, I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes when I get on. Okay, let's see. This is where we died. Okay, they didn't even spawn in this. Oh, I just messed up. See, that one was out of stupidity because he was just a zombified piglin. If I didn't hit him, I was fine. This can't be a bust. We still have 10 minutes. We still have time. I'm gonna use all my resources just trying to get my stuff back, dude. I mean, this is Minecraft right here. If you have ever watched someone play Minecraft, this is exactly the Minecraft experience. So, oh no, dude, what am I doing? This is what you should not do, by the way. When you are struggling in Minecraft, you should not keep going back and getting your stuff. But if you're stubborn like me, it's the only thing you can think to do. Also, I always make dumb decisions because, like, in my brain, I know the right thing to do. But I was listening to Cobb and Slip's performance review, and they were like, "Why would he do that?" And ultimately, they're right. I'm doing the wrong things every time, and it's because when I'm recording and talking, I have streamer brain. Oh, that's not what I want. I literally like don't know how to act when I'm recording and streaming like this. I know I'm not streaming, I'm just recording, but it's because when I have a stream of conscious, I'm not making good decisions. I'm here, I'm existing, I'm doing the thing, and that's good for me. It's more fun to watch, right? Oh my goodness, dude. How on earth am I like I didn't think I could have a worse episode than last episode. And now I think about it, there's definitely going to be some future times when I'm doing these daily videos where we're going to do some really dumb stuff. If I think about all the times I've died, in fact, let's look real quick. Statistics, dead, number of deaths, 277 deaths, you guys. 200. Yes, this is like a 5-year-old world, but still, that's not really like spam dying on purpose in any way. All of those were legitimate times when I was trying to like accomplish something. Most of the time it's dealing with villagers and zombified villagers and stuff like that. That is the bane of me. Yeah, if I want to try to stay alive, that is the worst thing I can do, is do anything with villagers. At least the zombified ones. It's just I tend to just get myself trapped, and I get too desperate to like not let them die or whatever to the sun, and so I start doing dumb stuff, and it's just overall just a bad experience in my experience. Man, this would be a lot faster if I wasn't lagging on the path. Kind of annoying, honestly. I was thinking I actually have like 5 or more chapters already written for my serial that I'm putting out. I think it's like 4 more chapters I've written. I have a hard time. Like, here's the thing. as I'm releasing them as well, you guys will notice that things are going to change or be edited in the past. That's because I kind of come up with ideas as I write. I'm a little bit of an improvisational writer. I like doing some planning. Like I have like a timeline planned out, but I kind of explore and change things as I go, which I find to be kind of a lot of the fun of it. Actually, I enjoy that process. So just know that if you notice anything change, it's because like it was like intentional changes. And I don't know if I have a plan. Since this is the first draft website, I don't think I'm going to keep anybody updated with it. I'll think of this as first draft website, and then anything I finish, I will maybe either have a second website, or I'll just post it to things like Wattpad or Royal Road, things like that. That way I have somewhere to kind of publish like more finished stuff. I don't have any timeline on like editing or finishing anything. I purely think I'm just going to do this until I have the motivation or urge to edit it and release it in a more final form. Okay, if there's a zombified piglin, we don't hit it. If there's a hoglin or anything else... Oh, hello there. He's not still mad, right? Okay, I forgot. He'll be in a boat. That's actually perfect. Oh, there went my boat. Okay, well. Okay. We're alive. This is the farthest we've made it yet. Shoot. Let's, here we go. All right. Now to the end we go. We actually might get our stuff, you guys. We only have 4 minutes left to do it in this video, though. Will we do it by the end of the video? That's the challenge today. I actually don't know. I think we're going to die again. But okay, interesting. So we came to my library through that portal so because it's the low one. So what if we go to the high one? I think this one must be Plato's. Oh my gosh, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh, freaking freaked me out right there. I thought we were goners. I don't have any building blocks. Can we jump up on this? Oh, yes. Okay, we probably should have ate before we did that. What am I doing? I'm making the most ridiculous choices right now. I'm actually disappointed in myself. I'm showing everybody how bad of a Minecraft player I am. Oh, I forgot I have horses here. Okay. We can get back. This is going to be eventually, by the way, this is eventually going to be Diagon Alley right here. In fact, we started like designing some of this the other day in creative a little more. And I don't know. Like on one hand, I love the idea of building Diagon Alley. On the other hand, I have no inspiration or love for that project. I've tried a bunch of times and I just really am struggling to do anything with it. I don't know why. It's just kind of like a difficult thing to invest in, if that makes sense. By the way, this is my area that I've built up over a long period of time. We are going to the top, though. We need to get to the roof of the nether so we can go to the end. Dude, we only have 3 minutes to get to the end and get my stuff back. We're going to have to, like, rush it like crazy. We're going to just run. It's going to be ridiculous, actually. Someone had mentioned they enjoyed seeing this area of my world and including seeing my diamond stores up here. That's this right here. This is from the first preseason. This is from the preseason, basically. So I don't use those anymore, but they're cool to look at. Okay, here we go. Something happened to my map right here. To be fair, it needs updated. That's a really old map, but okay. Good. And this should be the end over here, I believe. Yeah, it's got to be. Okay. We actually might get there on time. 2 minutes left to run and get my stuff and get to safety. If we don't get, like, we may not get the stuff we need for, like, the black dye, but at least we'll be, like, reinvigorated by having our diamonds and stuff. As far as I know, it hasn't been loaded for any reason, so we should be fine. All right, 2 minute speed run to get my stuff. Oh, hello, Appa. I love how Appas are just hanging around my world. Okay, here we go. I'm concerned. Can we do it? I don't want that death message anymore. That's annoying. Oh, it actually shows where I died, though, so that's cool. I'm going to delete that waypoint, though. I actually used to have those waypoints turned off. I don't really like it on. I don't know. Like, automatically turned on when I remade this mod pack, so I want to get rid of those. I don't really like having waypoints in my world. It kind of takes me out of the experience of exploring, finding stuff. Oh, goodness. That was scary. Okay. Leave a comment right now if you think we're going to survive this or not. Based on my performance so far, I don't think it's going to be a super good comment section in terms of believing in me. But you know what? I believe in me. There is a wither at the end of this excursion, if you didn't know. We have 45 seconds to find him. Oh, I'm concerned. All right. We go into here. We swim. Oh, I actually was swimming for a second. Why did I stop? There we go. Oh, oh. Oh, freak. Well, I still think we have to try one more time next episode. I was swimming, so I was like running. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't have any explanation. I'm gonna be honest. Ultimately, I'm just a bad Minecraft player. That's what we learned today. So, hello, welcome to the series where I play one full Minecraft day every day for the rest of my life. Is this day 30? I think this is day 30 of playing Minecraft every day, which is actually kind of a significant day. Well, we recently died. If you were watching the last two episodes, that was basically what happened. Is we just died over and over. What the heck? Look at. Okay, so Cobb was offering to sell really good horses, and I said, honestly, I don't think I can afford that right now because I just have died a bunch, and I have a feeling this is his gift to me. Look at this. These guys are solid. Can I jump high? Okay, this guy's this guy's a single jumper, bro. Oh, but he can run up 2 blocks. Oh, I guess it's not. Oh, wow. Are you telling me that I could make like a staircase with that? That'd be crazy. Okay, fair enough. So this guy, thank you, Cobb. That's very kind of you, first of all. Second of all, that guy can't jump worth beans. Watch this guy be the opposite. Watch him jump really high. Okay, he's a jumper. And he's not as fast, but he's still pretty good. Hold on, can we get up? Because he's a 4 high jumper. That was 5. Yo, isn't that 5? Cobb, you got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a 5 jumper, dude. That's not even maxed out. Oh my gosh, Cobb. What on earth? So now I bet if I breed those 2, because this guy's faster. If I bred those 2, they'd probably be insane. Cobb, thank you, my guy. Very kind of you. Cobb has been blessing me. Not only did he get me this over here, he's now gotten me horses that are insane. So what a G. That guy's Cobb has been the blessing of my life this season in particular. Okay, let's one more try. We're gonna try to go back one more time to the end and get our stuff. We went to the end a couple times. We died both times. It's been a rough go at it, if I'm being honest. But I just feel like today is going to be the day. I think I'm in a better headspace. We're going to focus on staying alive and not talking too much. So let's do this one last time. If we can't survive it this time, well, I think we deserve to be done at that point. This is my final try to get my stuff. And if we can't get it this time, I am truly giving up on this because it is what it is. It won't even, we might honestly despawn the stuff by that time. So, but to the end we go. Oh, I need a boat as well. Let's just chop down a tree here. The final tree in the village is maybe a little rude to cut down, but it is what it is, right? Like, what are you going to do about it? Today marks the day that I am uploading a chapter, and today's the first day where every other day I'm going to be uploading a chapter to my series that I'm writing. And a little nervous about it, you know. Writing so much that you upload a chapter every other day requires you to kind of just release stuff that you maybe don't think is that finished. But that's kind of what I've decided, right? I've decided I'm going to treat it as a first draft releasing. And so I just want to keep continuing my story, getting stuff on the page, if that makes sense. So that's why we're doing it. That's how it's going to go. On one hand, nervous in that way. On the other hand, excited because I think it's going to be fun to see the story unfold. It's going to be a lot more improvisational as well. I'm doing some planning, and I have like the overall arc in my brain of where it's going to go. But writing that much, you definitely kind of have to improvise, you know what I'm saying? improvise a little more than what I normally would. So, all right, let's do this thing, you guys. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. No, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be good. I don't want to die again, but if I'm being honest, I think we won't. I think this is the. I have a good feeling about this time. Now we got to keep an eye out for bad guys. Stuff is spawning in the Nether these days, so. But yeah, so I honestly haven't finished the chapter I'm releasing today, so I've got to finish that because I'm releasing it tonight. It is a must. I'm a little worried. I think I wrote this recently. I maybe even said it. I'm feeling a little like I'm. This is a quote from Lord of the Rings that I related to. Bilbo's talking about how he feels like he's getting old. He feels like a little. He feels like a little butter scraped over too much bread. And on one hand, I'm really enjoying all these different challenges I'm doing and things that I'm pushing myself on. On the other hand, I feel like I keep signing myself up for more and more stuff to the point where it might be too much at some point. But I don't know. I keep being inspired to try new things, and I don't want to. And I'm choosing things that are like continuous, where I like do the thing every day forever, like uploading a Minecraft video every day forever. So I'm definitely having some second thoughts about, dang, am I biting off more than I can chew? And now with the writing thing, releasing a chapter every other day, ultimately it just feels like a lot to do. I almost fell there. That was crazy. Oh, hello there, sir. We're just gonna. Okay, that was weird. He like lagged into my screen. I don't want to fall, so we need to be careful. But we also need to get this boat. We're gonna need it. Okay, can I jump around this guy? There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling the weight of all the challenges I'm putting up for myself. All the different things I'm trying to do feel like maybe a little too much, but I don't know what to get rid of. Nor do I think I want to get rid of them. Like, if I were to pick which one of all the this is the wrong one. This is the library. If I were to pick one like thing that I'd like to maybe scale back, it would maybe be this one, the Minecraft every day, because the writing and the running are just a little more important to me in my brain right now. But I also feel like that's the wrong move. I don't think I should just give up on it. Like I love it, and I said I would do it, so I'm gonna do it. But it is like a significant like challenge, and maybe that's good. Maybe it's good to be continuously challenged. In fact, that's maybe what I'm gonna call today's video. I'm searching for a title every time I start recording one of these things, and maybe you need to challenge yourself or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. The question is there a balance? Probably. Am I good at finding that balance? Clearly not. I'm a little unsure, if I'm being honest, of how to find that balance. And the problem is, like, I go into something that's long-term thinking I really want to do it. It's not like I don't want to do it. Like, I do want to do this challenge. But I just start to realize what it really takes to do something like this. And I have to ask myself, is it worth the effort? On one hand, looking back at, like, all the last 30 days that I've done this challenge, like, I think it's been a cool challenge to accomplish. It's been, like, I've learned some things, and I feel like I have, built some good habits out of it. But on the other hand, it's like, what's the total upside compared to other things I could be spending my time and energy on, you know? So those are the kind of things I think about when I am trying to decide, like, do I continue something or do I not? And to be clear, right now, I'm not really considering not continuing. I'm just questioning what things I do want to continue. Definitely the writing and running, though, are two challenges that I will not be giving up. They're just for the 1 year. Although I have been thinking about what I want to do after the year is over. Like, do I want to keep running, and in what capacity? What kind of challenge for myself? I also started a really cool new difficult challenge. Look at that. You can see all the way over there. And that is a box of Oreos, and I'm only allowed to eat 3 a day. And if you know me, I'm a chronic overeater when I have sweets. And so I wanted to learn, okay, this is the farthest we've gotten in a while. So our stuff is down there. In fact, that might be our death spot right there. So here's what we're going to do. I think we're calm enough. We're going to run. We're going to jump. We're going to get our stuff as much as we can at least. And yep, he's going to try to shoot us. He's already trying to shoot us. I see our stuff. Perfect. So we're just going to go over here. We're going to eat bread. Gather our stuff. Perfect. We've survived it. That wasn't so difficult, was it? And is he shooting the chicken now? That's the real question. Because that was what he was. Okay, so I thought I was eating. I was not even paying attention to my health, dude. Well, here's the thing. I'm sure we can do it now after that experience. So we're not giving. I know I said last time, but that was just pure stupidity of feeling like I had already won the situation because he was no longer shooting me. I didn't realize it was. I'm embarrassed. I'm truly embarrassed. I don't even think we need a sword or anything. So, oh, except there's zombies and stuff out here. We're just gonna run. We're just gonna run. What, dude? I had my stuff. Oh my lord, you guys. This is the times when it's embarrassing to show what I'm doing in Minecraft because this is the type of stuff I do when no one's watching. I edit this out of the videos because I just am dumb sometimes. Ultimately, that's what what you just saw there was a little bit of stupidity, and that's okay. Sometimes we gotta be dumb. I should have probably brought food. In fact, let's take all this wheat and make some food so that we can actually heal ourselves when we do ultimately get withering again. Although there should be like food on. Oh my goodness, there's mobs. Why do I do this? Why do I come unprepared every time? Because now I'm gonna be hurt. It's gonna slow us down. So yeah, not giving up on the challenge. I am not that. I'm not that soft, but definitely considering the upsides. Now, if I can like figure out a way to make these videos do really well, it'll be obvious to me that it's a good choice and we're making good progress. The problem is getting to the point where I feel like I've really done that, you know, like where the videos are popping off, where I feel like I'm making significant progress in terms of like viewership and stuff. And ultimately, I did say though that this is a challenge not meant for the viewership as much, but instead specifically about like a journal. But the problem is I'm also writing every day, and that is basically a journal. And so it's like, am I double doing the same challenge, just one in video form, one in not? I don't know. I got it. You guys will learn very quickly since I'm giving my constant thoughts to you guys as I'm recording these that I'm a very indecisive person. Pretty much anytime I come up with something, I do it for a while, and then I'm like, am I doing the right thing? And I don't know if I don't give it enough time to breathe or if I give it too much time to breathe. Oh, look, there's a... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There's a thing over there. A bastion. Not a bastion. Fortress. So yeah, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I think I overthink things too much is the main problem. I think I honestly just need to relax, keep working on things I'm working on, and don't expect perfection of myself immediately. You know, give things time. Now, the reality is, though, if I don't do this series, will I be making content as much, and will I be playing on the server as much? And the answer is probably no, which is, to me, almost a good enough reason and enough value out of the series to keep doing it. Oh. Okay, well, the boat's gone, but honestly, I think we're fine. We can just run the rest of the way as long as we don't fall in the hole. So, for that reason alone, like, I just want to keep doing this series no matter what, sort of. I can't remember. Is this one? Yeah, that one. Yeah, this is the right one. So, yes, I like this challenge. I want to keep doing it, but I do have to remind myself sometimes why I'm doing it in order to kind of like keep doing it, if that makes sense. Because otherwise, like, I start to question what's the point? And that's, I think, mostly just a distraction thing with me. I don't think it's as much as that I don't see the value in that, as much as I just feel like I need to remind myself of the value of some things I'm doing. So take that for what it is. I don't know if other people have that issue. Do you guys ever like start a challenge? Answer in the comments if you would. Do you ever start a challenge or something you want to do and you get some distance into it and you kind of like forget why you're doing it to some degree? and you like kind of want to stop doing it for that reason, but then you have to kind of remind yourself or you remember why you're doing the thing in the first place. I don't know. For me, that's like a real thing. And yeah, I don't know. I'm also trying to decide, do I want to make this more about Minecraft or more about the topics? Like, that's the thing. I'm such an ebb and flow type of person when it comes to making content. And ultimately, I think the answer to that is that it depends, and it's going to ebb and flow throughout time. Like, this is going to be a not very consistent series purely because that's not really the purpose of it. It's not meant to be this consistent series of episodes in some way that you expect. It's more so meant to be kind of whatever I'm feeling the day of. And so sometimes that's let's play some Minecraft and do some Minecraft things. And sometimes I'm tired of seeing that last death freaking thing. Dude, that's so annoying. I need to turn that off. But yeah, I mean, as much as I'd like to present a consistent thing in video form, doing something every day is not a good way to do that for me because I am such a fluctuating person mentally and stuff. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting kerfuffle that I haven't really considered the impact of, for sure. So, I don't know. Still figuring everything out. My only goal right now is to get my freaking stuff back. I just realized, though, that every other time I had armor. Oh, frick, I thought I was going to do the same thing I did the other day. I had armor before, so this is going to be an armorless run, which means I'll probably die way faster. So, in fact, if I could stay underwater, it'd probably be better. Let's also try to avoid being hit at all. I think would be, so far, so good. Nice. Oh! Okay, we're going to eat. We're going to eat constantly. That's my goal. I'm also kind of hidden down here, which is good. Okay, so I am fully eaten. Come on! Okay, you literally can't out-eat the withering effect when you're that low of health. Like, I literally couldn't eat. I wonder if I had armor, if that wouldn't have happened. Well, I'm going to say that is officially the last try of doing that. Ultimately, it's just a couple diamonds. I think I'd rather just go mining for some diamonds. Like, it's becoming not worth the effort to go back there every time. At this point, I would have had more diamonds just by mining. So, let's start fresh. We're going to borrow... Cobb has an iron farm. He said we could use it just to get us back on our feet. My goodness, dude. What a couple videos, huh? If I had armor there, I think I actually survived because he couldn't hit me anymore. It was purely dying out of the withering effect, and it wouldn't let me eat to try to regenerate health. You can't regenerate fast enough, apparently, to survive that, which is kind of annoying. I thought I could. I cannot. I learned some things today. We learned some things. That being said, yes, challenge will continue. I'm not giving up. I just had to kind of remember why I'm doing it. Same as always, anytime I start anything new that takes a long time and takes some time to kind of get the benefits out of it, that's just the reality. We're going to take a couple stacks again. Thank you, Cobb. Appreciate that. That's going to give us plenty of tools and armor to get us plenty of diamonds. And I refuse to do it through caving. I'm going to do strip mining because I like strip mining. Call me crazy, I know, but I enjoy it. The only problem is it's way easier when you have shulker boxes because you can just like keep all the extra, what's it called? All the extra deep slate and stuff in shulker boxes. I feel like it's a waste to throw it away. And so I feel like I have to come back to the surface every time. I guess we could, you know what? Let's do this properly. Let's make like a base camp underground. I think that'd be a good idea. Let's also get ourselves a torch so we can hold, so we can just have light around us. In fact, I don't know who put this torch here, but I'm going to steal it. This is now my, you know what? I always carry a lantern. That's what I like carrying with me. So let's also make a lantern out of it. There we go. Perfect. How do you make a lantern? Oh, like that. Perfect. I knew what was what. There, perfect. Now I have my lantern back, baby. Okay, cool. So we have our lantern. We've got ourselves, a diamond pickaxe. I forgot we had that. We have some more sticks and wood, which is perfect. Got a crafting table. Perfect. And then we're just going to need a little bit of food, and we're golden. That's basically it. So let's get a stack of food. Now we're diamond miners, baby. At this point, I think I'm done trying to be an adventurer. You know what? I think we've tried our hand at that. We've failed, and that's okay. So let's get ourselves some tools. We are just a lowly farming person guy. That's what we do now. All right. No judging me for that. I used to try to do things, and then I learned my lesson. Don't do that. Get ourselves a sword just because we have to have defense, even though we're not. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Lovely. All right. To the mines we go. My heart yearns for the mine, or whatever the frick he says. I don't know. I didn't really. I watched like part of the movie. Honestly, it wasn't really for me. I don't know. I like Jack Black, but the movie just didn't hook me. Oh, I gotta go. Love you guys. Peace.